Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Hold on. All right, we should be back. Shout outs to everybody here. It's Player Talk Radio. I am your gracious host, DJ Kuda. I am in the building. Chilling on today's show, Off Air Talk. Let's get into today's show. It's Player Talk. Let's go.
You walk in with clickies. Might be something bad. I just fucked her in my Gucci shop. We pull up with Steve, yeah. I got all these ice drops. We pull up with Mont, yeah. I'ma clean the spot up. We pull up with Steve, yeah. Dirty lean in the cup. Money talk to me. Money talk to me. These niggas can't talk to me. Money talk to me. Money talk to me. These niggas can't talk to me. Diamonds on me, yeah. You not in for me. We got in with shots. You walk in with clickies. Diamonds on me, yeah. You not in for me. We got in with shots. You walk in with clickies. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Clickies. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up.
What is going on? Shout outs to everybody in the building. I am your gracious host in the building today. I am DJ Kuda. What is going on? Good evening, and good morning to some. Shout outs to everybody in the building. I need to test something out on today's show, but anyway, we like talking about tests around here. You know. Bruh, I knew you were gonna figure out who she was quick as hell, Raven. Shout outs to Sin in the building. What's going on, Raven Knight? Brian Will in the building. My boy Prince Pierre in the building. I know it's gonna be a great day today. You said you've been looking at Amari or something. Explain that thumbnail, homie. You sending her bruh, she's the GOAT. She's the She's the GOAT. She ain't never complained, bro. It's gonna be a lot of inside jokes tonight, y'all. Y'all don't go looking up these names, man. You know, go to church. Don't go looking up these names. All right. So, we got a lot of stuff to talk about on today's show. Let's see if this. I needed to try something that when I don't have my radio gear hooked up, I need to make sure I have some music playing. I got some. I got a song here. Let's see if it plays. Let's see if it spin. Let's see how this works. All right, let me know if it's a little too loud. One of my little, hold on, y'all. Got some of my instrumentals loaded up on here, so yeah, man, we're gonna be Gucci. What's going on, Chaos? So yeah, man, we're gonna put this on. Kind of, serenade real quick. So yeah, man, there's a lot of talk, and a lot of topics to go over. Basically just get at these manosphere talking points that are being regurgitated, man. It's getting crazy that these topics are literally being regurgitated on a larger scale. And the funny thing is that the host and a lot of people talking about it don't know what they're talking about. Now, there's a lot of guys in the manosphere that know what they're talking about. But I wanted to ask the question of, does scales work in today's data market? You know what I'm saying? Have some of us actually really been outside and growing with the market that these scales and octanes and stuff, it doesn't really work? Or it doesn't mean nothing anymore. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by that is aside from the body count conversation that everybody's magically having all of a sudden. I'm early on this shit. One of the another conversation that comes up because like I guess the manosphere have been around for a long time, maybe to me. So a lot of these conversations, even in today's dating market, has become taboo. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, the body count. Oh, let's just getting out of the friend zone. What's another one? The scale. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, obviously, you kind of know about classes. You know, sometimes you get judged on their features or whatever. Especially now, you know, a lot of sisters used to go off of what they hear, not really off the looks, but not even that. I mean, just look somewhat decent and handsome, and a sister will rock with you. But now, it's the age of the internet. Everything is more flashy. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it ain't even about how you look for a woman. Sometimes it's about materialism. Oh, I like the Adidas suit that he got on. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever you got on, man. You know what I'm saying? You get it. But sometimes, the materialism is supposed to signify that you're getting paid or getting money somewhere. That's why you're wearing those types of clothes. But at the same time, that's not. And the funny part is a lot of sisters will rather run into a scammer than this high value corporate man that a lot of people are trying to get or a lot of people are trying to transform or turn themselves into. Not saying that's a good, bad, right or wrong thing. I'm just telling you that it happened. So a lot of these scales, they're kind of hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Say yes, Octane. You haven't heard of that cynical? Come on now, you're no dummy. Send her to Octane. She probably forgot where she heard of it from. But hold on, y'all. Get some of this water real quick. My thing is that what is it? I don't always speak YouTube. Yeah, some nice calming music. I'm about to throw on some other stuff. I'm about to upload some music while we're talking. So hold on, y'all. Kind of multitasking right quick, but oh, it's gonna let me do it. Oh hell yeah! All right, we got some other music uploading. All right, my bad, y'all. So yeah, my thing is that our scales and octanes is it gonna work in today's internet dating market? Obviously, if you look good, you look good. But guess what? There's a lot of good-looking women out here. There's a lot of beautiful women out here. Some of them have distinctive features, and some of them also, you know what I'm saying. A lot of them all look the same. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them all look the same. So it's like, okay, are we even judging them on the same scale? You know what I'm saying? Are we even judging them on the same scale? So a lot of people, the scale that they like to use, which a lot of people don't know how to use that damn scale, is the scale of 1 to 10. So most people, whether they know what the hell they're talking about or not, they basically use the scale of 1 to 10. And the scale of 1 to 10 is obviously 10 being a dime. That's called a 10. 9 being very attractive. 8 also being very attractive, like mid to high 8. 7 being really good. 7.5 to 8 being really good looking. Actually, I'm just gonna use the numbers, because if I go to like the middle of the numbers, it starts to get into the territory which we're gonna get to a little bit on today's show. If you guys are going to use a scale, I'm saying this a million times, and I'll say it a million times more. All right. So obviously, 5 to 6 are like, average, kind of plain Jane, but good looking somewhat, just, and then, the variations of having, what's going on, Chris G? The variations of having, like, okay face, but nice body. I've seen some very sexy women that got an okay face and a nice body. That's, and vice versa. A regular body, but a nice face. Actually, to tell you the truth, aside from like the tits and ass conversation, right? You got girls that really do. Some people would label them if not a dime, 8 to 9. You know what I'm saying? Women like regular features and a beautiful face. And then at the end of the day, it's really your preference. I mean, so that's another argument to, Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Let's see what other sounds we got. Hold on, y'all. Okay. Anyway, so basically, like I said, you can make another argument that if it's your preference, then then the scale really doesn't matter. Now, I know for a fact that a lot of players, PUAs, and just guys that talk to women that kind of study under the tutelage of the game. I know for a fact that a lot of them like to use the scale of 1 to 10. But a lot of them realize that especially if you're like learning a red pill truth of not to put women on a pedestal. If you're like in that stage of what you're doing, you know what I'm saying, like learning, okay, had a few girlfriends, had a few heartbreaks, whatever, if you're a young man, and even in your even if you get a little bit older, whatever, you're at this weird stage where you're learning not to put certain things on the pedestal. And honestly, you're kind of really overall learning indifference, because it's like, okay, it's either I like you or I don't. You know what I'm saying? Either I'm attracted to you or I'm not. Either you're annoying me or you're not, or either I'm in over my head or whatever the situation is. You know what I'm saying? So it's really more so, like I said, a preference thing, but that comes a little bit later, because after a while you got to understand some of your preferences. You know what I'm saying? That's something else. If you're using a scale of 1 to 10, you realize that the scale, it can make you put someone on a pedestal. You know what I'm saying? Because you might start to tailor your game, even though you should tailor your game, but you might start to act different around 10. or you might treat sevens like they're sevens, or you might treat eights like they're eights, or fives like they're whatever, or you might have found the game where it's like, yo, treat sevens like they fives or whatever. Some people even get into those type of weird ass politics, and sometimes it works. You know what I'm saying? And maybe too, there can be an argument put in the future that since the internet has accepted, everybody, and it jumbled up the numbers. Sometimes, maybe to treat a woman like her number again. Try to make a MAGA joke. Make women great again. Make whatever great again. Treat women like their number again. Maybe that might work. Who knows? But what I'm talking about is basically, you know what I'm saying, like where we are now. Where we are now. And where we are now, I'm going to say that, numbers, octanes, octoroons, macaroons, tradcoons, none of that shit matters. Figure out if you like that person, or you can place it with their lifestyle and what they may do, and what direction you guys are going in. And honestly, I'm gonna tell you, numbers really don't matter. Depending on where you're going too. Because have you noticed, even the billionaires of today, they're not going after dime. They're going after plain Janes too. They say everybody looks a little bit better when you're richer. And there's a lot of truth to that. So if you can find, you know what I'm saying, if you can find where you can go get you a nice little plain Jane and do slight enhancements, like nothing big like surgery or something like that. It might be the equivalent of finding yourself a sneaky fine chick. Shout out to my boy Rayology. If you wanted her to get a little bit slimmer or something like that, get her in the gym, get her eating good, and watch her whole life change. So you might have to do a little bit of digging for your number. What's going on, Jazzy? Shout out to Just being Jazzy in the building. How you doing, love? Raven said Kuda gonna make me wreck texting and driving because these damn migrants moved to Texas. Now in the fucking way. Gotta play some calming music, man. And honestly, too, with these number games, y'all, guys most likely and for the most part really don't want, not when they settle down at least, a huge number, a huge number chick. Now it's funny when you always say they're tens, which they're talking more of a feeling than more of a visual. Because who doesn't want to feel like a 10? Or doesn't? I gotta multitask. Damn, I should have said today's show up before I started it. God damn. Anyway. Most dudes never pick the right number or their number. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how, like, we were just coming off talking about the body count, the body count situation, how, they're like, okay, if women are gonna say, okay, I'm gonna tell him this number. Hold on, y'all. All right, hold on. My bad, y'all. We're kind of getting to something too today too that I want to add this tab real quick. I gotta share this live stream. Make sure you guys like on the way in, share the stream, and most definitely support today's show. And look at how this came up. Look at how this came up when I was talking about it last week. How YouTube is now saying the internet cable TV reimagined. They're sending out this YouTube television advertisements. I told you, YouTube is television. You go buy you go buy you one of them new flat screen TVs. They come with YouTube. Damn. What's going on, War Master? You said we could have got into a gaming stream except DJ Kuda Sticks. Man, I was supposed to come back like an hour or two after yesterday's live stream because I know you said you had to go do something for like an hour. I went right to sleep, my guy. My bad, bro. No, I'm gonna make something out of this beat though. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. My bad, y'all. The sun is up over here. But the sun is I get to these open scenarios. Tired. Hold on, y'all. I did put out a new beat though. If you guys want to actually go check it out right now. Jesus Christ! All right, I got some tabs open. Hold on, y'all. Working with them all. Yeah, man. I had to take a shower too. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Get the poll going. That's I wish they gave you more options on this poll, but there we go. All right. Okay. All right. So now we back. All right. So yeah, like I said, the scale conversation. Does scales and octanes work in today's dating market? And what I mean by judging everybody. He said, "Come on now, we all bathe unlike Glorilla." But look at a Glorilla, you know. Look at a Glorilla. And it's funny because it's funny with this whole scale conversation. If we get a little bit deeper into it, it's funny because women are judging themselves on a whole nother scale now. Obviously, social media. You know, Instagram had to get rid of their numbers a couple years ago. I don't remember. Because women were actually judging themselves and committing suicide off the numbers that they were getting on their posts and stuff like that. You know, there was a weird time in social media where, you know, people were literally judging themselves off of like. And hell, there's an undertone here, but you guys still see it on YouTube. Subs, numbers, all kinds of different stuff, you know. Yeah, a lot of cute girls died. I gotta check what the name of this beat is. It's something beat that I purchased. So I bought this beat, so, you know. Gotcha. Yeah, a lot of cute girls died. Shout outs to War Master. But that was the wave back then. That was what women were judging themselves on. You know what I'm saying? And here goes the internet again, making everything all inclusive. So that's what people are, you know, that's what people are talking about. Well, that's what I'm talking about also on today's show. How the internet has made everything inclusive. It's to the point that, you know, nobody, you know, you go look at Fresh and Fit, you go look at all these shows, even guys just walking and talking to women on the street. Nobody's going to admit that they're a lower number but dudes. And the funny thing, like I said, dudes don't want no big wild number. If you got your number right, if you accurately, you're ahead of the pack, you accurately know, quote unquote, your number. And then your confidence should be at the right number. Because most dudes just want a woman that's one number above them. So if you say, "Hey, I'm a 7," your target dating pool or market that you should go after should be about an 8 or 8.5 or a 9. You know. What on, Taylor? Taylor said, "I don't rate myself. No one can honestly rate themselves. Too biased." Yeah, but you can be a little bit realistic, you know. And like I said, the thing is do you like the person or not? Because, you know, these conversations come they're very taboo now, you know. And definitely, we're never going to fix females' vanity, you know. Even the game won't do that at this point. Shout out to War Master. He said persona is weird, especially the cat van. Yeah. So that character reminds me a lot of Kate Sith from Final Fantasy. If you know, you know. Her name is Morgana, or his name is Morgana. And you end up finding him when you're trying to change somebody's heart. And I guess he's trapped in mementos. In you know, he has a weird story. Very long game, but really good storyline. Brian Wilson, R-E-Esther yourself, and go from there. The pain will be wrapped in one's delusion. Yeah, I think just but see, I'm not using this as a means to say, hey, don't dress good, or hey, don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't take care of yourself, or hey, don't look nice. You know what I'm saying? You still want to dress your best, or at least comfortable. You still want to look nice, and you still want to enhance your appearance. You know what's going on, Spawn? Because a lot of things can make your number jump if you have a certain number, and it's not even really to make your number jump; it's to really enhance your life. But if you want to break certain things down and make it technical, then properly learning how to use these scales will really help. What's going on, Spawn? You said all females think they're 7 and above. Yeah. Or just straight up a 9. Because the internet made more average women view themselves as 9. And it kind of created a weird paradox because average women actually get more play than dimes. But in the world of yesteryear, they didn't have the word I'm looking for. They didn't have the look to match. They kind of knew, you know what I'm saying? Even big girls, they kind of knew, you know what I'm saying? And then now you can have Gorlock the Destroyer running around saying, I feel good when I wear booty shorts. You know what I'm saying? And I wondered, did this average high value man shit really started with like shit being all inclusive? Because it was kind of a really good thing for women to know they were average. To be people and shit, you know? Ain't nothing wrong with being an average man, and ain't nothing wrong with being an average woman. Or a woman. India Irie was not running around saying I'm a die. Yeah. This stupid bitch. Stupid is something stupid. This bitch is stupid. This stupid is something stupid. Oh man. Let you remind you. Taylor said people should rate themselves by how they are treated by the people in their life. So, oh hell no. Oh hell no. That's gonna be horrible. That will not work. Let 1 year be off. You're gonna be fucked up in the game. Taylor said it makes no sense to rate yourself unattractive, moderately attractive, and very attractive is all you need to know. And you'll find out by how you're treated by others. But the thing is that for today's woman in today's system, this has created a big ass paradox. You know what I'm saying? This has created a big ass paradox because a lot of women do want to know their number, but they don't know their number. So the reason why I said earlier that this was giving a lot of quote unquote back in the day average women a hard time was because they got the men, but didn't really have the commitment or looks to match. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them were also confused because you have adjustable 7s and 6s. See all these weird terms to describe the same shit. Either you're attracted or not. Because I agree with you, Taylor. And other women that are, down to have, the combo. But adjustable sevens couldn't even rate themselves because one day they'll go out and they look like an 8. One day they'll go out, they'll look like a 6. You can drop a number. Hold on, y'all. And their number can drop. Their numbers can drop. And those are the best too, because shit, you get you an adjustable 7 that's running around looking like a 6. Shit. When she get dolled up, hell yeah. War Master said, I stand corrected. Gorlock was not born a woman. He's related to Jabba the Hutt. Gorlock the Destroyer. The Destroyer. Paul says someone will treat you like you yeah. Don't go by how someone is going to treat you. You're going to be messed up in the game. No man got any time to rate themselves unless it's for professional evaluation for salaries. We're not doing all of that. Well, the thing is that if you dress better too as a man, your number can jump. Your quality of life can go up, He said that'll really make people delusional. So many are looking into other flaws to justify not improving. That is so true. I guess it's a good conversation to have tonight. He said, I see myself highly because I put in the work to look the way I do. As you should. As you should. As you should. Because you know how we say that, a lot of women always, when you ask the body, like the body count conversation, right? When you actually have a conversation about, quote unquote, body count. Hold on. What do dudes say? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Okay, there we go. Okay, my bad, y'all. I had to do something. Open this up. Okay. So yeah, you know how women, you know how they tell you to, hear what she's talking about, and then put a little extras on it. That's what I think dudes should do with the number that they choose for themselves. Women always putting extras on shit. Like a girl will be like, you know what? I'm more of a 7, but then again, I got this, I got that. I'm a 9. They'll crank it up. I think dudes should, crank it up a little bit too. Hold on, where the hell is this? Okay. Damn, it's not gonna let me add it. I got one of my things right here that's under construction. Let me add it. Hold on. Well, damn, it did. Okay. Add some more music on here too. right, let's see if that'll work. All right. Anyway, yeah, I think dudes should add a little bit more onto their numbers. Because dudes don't even give themselves the right numbers anyway. I don't pay attention to socialists who said that girl's gonna pick me regardless because I have good credit. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I mean, whatever you draw your confidence from, you know. Whatever you draw your confidence from, make sure if you're gonna judge yourself, do it right, you know. Shout outs to Taylor. Oh man, that coffee look good as hell right now. Sociology is a science for a reason. People smile at you often. Well, no, not even, Taylor. What I've realized is that people mirror. Most people, if you look at them, make eye contact and smile, people will smile back, even if they weren't smiling before, you know? Yeah. What's going on, Tony? Hold on. Let's go. Hold on, y'all.
I'll only date a guy if he makes 6 figures. No, 7 figures. Because of inflation.
Yeah, because of inflammation.
Let's see.
I'll only date a guy if he makes 6 figures. No, 7 figures. Because of inflation.
Yeah, because of inflammation.
Yeah, and he has to be over 6 feet tall. No, 7 feet tall. Because of inflation.
Yeah.
And he needs to be okay with me having an OnlyFans. 2 OnlyFans. I'll only date a guy if he makes 6 figures. I'll only date a guy if he makes 6 figures. No, 7 figures. Because of inflation.
Yeah, because of inflammation.
Yeah, and he...
I don't see it playing. Let's see if it'll play, y'all. Hold on. Hold on, y'all.
I'll only date a guy if he makes 6.
I got too much stuff uploading at the same time. Hold on, y'all. We gotta get our daily dose of this stupid.
I'll only date a guy if he makes 6 figures. No, 7 figures.
Yeah.
Because of inflation.
Yeah, because of inflammation.
Yeah, and he has to be over 6 feet tall. I'll only date a guy if he makes 6 figures. No, 7 figures. Because of inflation.
Yeah, because of inflammation.
Yeah, and he has to be over 6 feet tall. No, 7 feet tall. Because of inflation.
Yeah.
And he needs to be okay with me having an OnlyFans. 2 OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Because of inflation.
This stupid. This stupid.
I am not.
This stupid. This is stupid. I am smarter than the hot 18-year-old. We smart, she's stupid.
I spent my most valuable years allowing my body to be used because no one ever taught me what love is or how to respect myself. And all you can do is make fun of me for it.
You sus. Stupid.
Oh God.
This stupid. 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 The stupidest of the. This stupid is so stupid.
This stupid.
This stupid. This stupid is so stupid.
Leave her alone! I'm over 7 feet tall. I make 7 figures. And I do want her.
Do you have a 7-pack?
This stupid.
Become a member at freedomtunes.com for exclusive cartoons.
Alright, finally worked. Alright, I don't know what's going on with my live right now. But it does work. Okay. Finally catching up. Okay. Salads, smoothies, and provisions all summer in basketball time. Ready. Yeah, I'm gonna start working out. I need to get in the gym with my bros out here, so I definitely need to get back in the gym. But I gotta balance it. I'm trying to live 2/3 of what I'm doing right. Okay? Shout out to Jay. What's going on, man? Yeah, that shit funny as hell, man. You said short men become millionaires often. Yeah. Yeah, because of inflammation. So he said, them hoes capping. I'm clapping plenty of cheeks at 5'10" with the mic. Yeah, I mean, after a while, you realize none of that stuff matters, you know, because dudes will take, it will take, they'll take their, they'll take their numbers down. They'll take their numbers down because of their, because of their height. And that's unfortunate, you know. Never really too much factored height into the number. Anyway, on the poll, get your booties to the poll. Pause. God damn. 15% says none, 15% says Octane, 60%, see, what I said was true. Use a scale of 1 to 10. That's it. Now I saw this pop up. I'm just gonna watch. We're gonna take a look at this real quick. We're gonna get back into the show. We're gonna take a look at this real quick. And then we're gonna get into another scale, but I'm gonna get Patrice O'Neal to actually really break it down, because we're gonna talk about the scale that I would use if I ever was to use a scale, which is the Patrice O'Neal scale of 1 to 30, which is the best scale. Let's see. Let's see. This just popped up, so let's check it out. Go ahead. Okay. Go ahead.
But wait, there's more.
I have a boyfriend.
That's Cap.
No, it's not. It's not Cap.
It's an evil world we live in. But hey, I'm gonna keep.
Would you stay with a man that beats you every Friday, but he pays you $800?
Josh, she got bot.
I don't care what nobody fucking says. I'm not a motherfucking city girl. I miss my fucking man. And you need to come home now. So if you see this, babe, I miss you. Come home.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you.
We don't care.
In my experience, the worst people to deal with are the athletes. None of them use condoms, really. So if y'all really want to try to come up off a check off a man, you could just fuck an athlete. They're really done.
You did a video talking about sucking dick.
Yeah.
And I was like,
it's an art.
Yeah, but women aren't that blunt online, just in public about them.
I do enjoy dick sucking. I like to talk about it.
Per society standards, I was someone who, low body count, already labeled a whore.
Your origin story started because you went all over the internet stating that you like sucking dicks. You like committing promiscuous acts with different men all the time. So don't come here and say that you were treated as a whore before everything happened.
Between the two of us, who's more attractive?
Oh, definitely you.
Oh, I'm glad you said that.
Yeah.
I would have said that too.
Women have no idea how narcissistic they really are. We literally live in the Twilight Zone.
I want a man that will be loyal to me. What's wrong?
But you are.
You out here fucking with other dudes.
I could be loyal to you if I want to be loyal to you.
You already showing your true colors.
What is my true colors? Purple?
That you unfaithful. You a hoe.
I'm not a hoe.
You just told me you was a hoe.
No,
What are
I
you
didn't.
talking
You're
about?
gaslighting me. Are you done?
Bro, am I done?
Are you done? Why are you arguing with me? I
I'm
didn't
not
say
arguing
that.
with you because I don't argue with females, so I'm not arguing with you.
My IQ dropped like 20% trying to understand this conversation. Just get your passport, bros. Move on. You aren't going to win this gender war.
Yo, I'm out here with my new girlfriend. We just out here chilling on our day. I'm about to give her 10K right now. For real. Here you go, babe.
What is your body count?
5, 4.
What is the chances I can make yours 5 and 6?
Can you do a swirl for us? Yeah, we're in the shoes.
Rick Owens.
Okay.
Who's your day?
Is it real?
This is real.
I can make it a 6. I can make it 5. Oh my god, we can be Eskimo sisters. Y'all do some music.
Oh, this is about to be on.
He got that.
Having a preference is something like, I'm looking for a partner who likes kayaking or wakes up early in the morning or loves pizza. But when your preferences exclude an entire group of marginalized people, that's problematic. Okay, that's not nice. That's not a preference. If you lump all fat people in one group together as though they are not very different individuals, that's fatphobic. Just like lumping all black people in one group and saying, I don't like black people is racist. And lumping all disabled people in one group and saying, I don't think people in wheelchairs are hot is ableist. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I don't like dating unhealthy people. If you don't respect yourself enough to maintain a healthy weight, don't expect me to want to date you. These women are delusional.
I don't know why everyone comes on the internet to bitch about sexism, because I'm sexist. I'm sexist as shit. I fucking hate men. But actually, I'm not sexist because I hate women too. And that is the true meaning of feminism, equality. Also, I'm really only a feminist at my convenience because I'm a feminist until there's something real heavy to carry. And then all of a sudden, I'm a damsel in distress. I don't care if I have to feed into your toxic masculinity. If that means I don't got to carry some shit upstairs or something. Yeah, my morals go out the fucking window.
You know, I'm glad that I played this because this is basically proving my damn point of today's show. Look at that. Look at this. I hate to say it like this, but just let's hear me out. Women like this back in the day weren't talking like that. They just wasn't. What would, hold on. What would y'all give this lady here on the screen? I'm gonna put y'all out there. What's quote unquote, since y'all use a scale of 1 to 10, what's her number? Sippy cup, look at me. You said I just had an obese chick friend request me. Uh-oh. What's going on, Mac Bones? We are an hour into this podcast. Definitely support the show. Let me know you are here enjoying the show. Face like a 4. Oh man, War Master said 3. Oh, y'all being evil today, man. I thought y'all gonna get a girl like at least a 6 or a 5. Drop the nose ring. She's a 5. Prince Pierre says 5. Oh, y'all cold-blooded. Y'all went through the whole day and wait till the afternoon to choose violence. Okay. 5. Can we get a 5? 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 5. 6. Can we get a 6? Can we get a 6? Can we get a head ass? Majority rule. Okay. I'm gonna ask y'all a question. Back in the day, were 4.5s and 5s talking like that? What I want to hear it from y'all. What in your heart of hearts do you believe switched? We're past the filter generation already. Remember back in the day, women used to do the puppy dog filter where they used to have the ears and shit, and then some of them used to hide their hairline? We remember. So we're past the... She might have a filter on, too. You said she's kind of cute. She's still overweight. Uh-oh. Baby said, Taylor, I feel you on that. Taylor said, I have fat friends, and it's extremely difficult to tell them they need to lose weight. I've done subtle comments and stuff, but it's futile. She has boobs, you can tell. Yeah. She's not a bad-looking woman. Okay, the internet. Okay, there we go. War Master with the voice of reason. Chris G remembers, yes. And she's probably using a filter. I mean, AI is getting a lot better with the face recognition and where to contour and all that other shit. All right. She's still cute, though. Okay. But they weren't talking like this. They weren't talking. The confidence, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, is sky high and through the roof. Now, in certain cases, this is a good thing because in society, it doesn't play too much of a bad role in certain cases. You know? Not saying that people should walk with their self-esteem down and their confidence down. No, there's different other routes to take. But it wasn't like this. It wasn't like this. Yeah, plain Janes can become instant 8s. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. A good makeover does wonders. And people build things to specifications, you know. Speaking of food earlier, if you're eating Italian food, safe to say you can try Italian wines because they pair together with certain cuisines. People do the same thing with accessorizing and fashion and stuff like that. That's why sometimes you have to explore because you may have a unique style that's only for you. Or you may dabble in another style and then flip it into something different because you know what type of shirts, even though you may not have a body, conceals that or hides that or shows it off. You know what type of shorts or pants and stuff that, you know, maybe make it looks cool on you. Some of y'all make you look taller. Some of us understand that stripes, lines that are going vertical, makes you look taller. And ones going, you know, horizontal makes you, you know, shorter. You know, fashion and getting into like, you know, clothing and dress wear is actually very interesting. There's certain shows where we actually break down, you know, I do a couple of shows where we kind of break down, you know, fashion. But a lot of men don't think they should accessorize like that, you know, like how women put on makeup or something like that. A lot of guys, you know, that's is not really they thing to say, hey, you know, I'm gonna pay super attention this year to how I dress. Yeah, if she work out with Walt Diddy, Walt gonna have this woman in shape. That number gonna jump. That number gonna jump. And shouts to my bro Walt Diddy. But this woman is adjustable. You know what I'm saying? This woman is adjustable. I know her and her sweats right here is not the end all be all. You know? Most men will date as low as 3s and 2s and have no shame in that. And that's another thing we got to bring up in this conversation. Glad that you said that, War Master, because this is the thing. If it's all inclusive That gives dudes free reign to do that and not feel bad. I'm not saying they should feel bad, but this is where we get into regular territory. So it goes back to what I was saying before. It's either you're attracted to that person or you're not. Because when we start going into the nooks and crannies and the nuances of where these scales, other than the scale that I'm about to show y'all a little bit later, where these scales go and where they have been, the conversation starts to get weird. Hold on, y'all. Let me set this down right quick. Hold on, y'all. Okay. So yeah, the conversation starts to get into weird territory. You say, yeah, I like to give women red wine during the smoke session. She'll love you. Yeah. Actually, wine. I have been in certain situations where wine does. Yep, tastes better. And that's another thing too, Taylor. A lot of women do embrace their natural self. They don't, go through the hassle of putting on makeup and stuff like that. You did. Well, Master said, what happened to the cute and the cutesy chicks? They've all become whores for the most part. Yeah, there's still some of them, but some of them look like little girls. And that's another part of it too. How a lot of women want to look younger. So it's chasing the fountain of youth. All right, let's get back into it. Give me 1 second, y'all.
I'm a damsel in distress. I don't care if I have to feed into your toxic masculinity if that means I don't gotta carry some shit upstairs or something. Yeah, my morals go out the fucking window. I'm very depressed today.
I think men and women are equally shitty. I think people can be shitty, but if you pay one gender to make bad decisions, they're going to make more bad decisions. That's true. Like if you pay people to be single mothers, there's going to be more single mothers. If you pay women to divorce and they get half, they're going to do it. Like if you allow women to beat up on men and be.
There she go, the plain Jane, her own damn self. There she goes. What's going on, Tampa? Shout out to Tampa Supreme in the building. There she go, the plain Jane, her own damn self. That's another thing. That's what's perplexing niggas nowadays. Before the internet made everything all-inclusive, Pearl wouldn't even be around. Just as much as that woman in the car was saying that. Let me tell you the closest to what we got today as to why even plain Janes can take over the space. Because it's more believable. It's more believable than a Melanie King or Melly Monaco or somebody else, right? The closest the manosphere got to that bullshit, who was a plain Jane, cool Southern girl that all of these girls done bit they style from, was Nola Girl. Nola Girl, Nola Girl, Nola Girl, Nola Girl, Nola Girl. Nola Girl. Nola Girl. I even think some of y'all MGTOW dudes had Nola Girl posters up on y'all wall. We ain't forget Nola girl was y'all girl. Raven said, just flat chested off your channel, please. Please turn the page. Are you talking about my girl Amari? We gonna let Amari sit. What's going on, Talaya? Shalom, shalom. How are you? How are you? You said she could doll herself up and look hot then. You'll regret what you wake up to next morning. How can she play volleyball and not have some junk in the trunk? No, she got a little proportioned. Pearl got an athlete's body. A little rugby body. Amari can stay, just Pearly thinks can leave.
Be able to call the police and blame it on the guy, they're gonna do it. If you say believe all women, then the shitty women are gonna do it.
My name is not Jenna. Please don't assume. I am assuming. I'm identifying as Jenna. Okay, but your name's Caitlin. Why are you here? No, I'm identifying as Jenna. She just said my name is not Caitlin. Your name is Caitlin. Why are you here? So please respect me and my person. Jenna? My name is Jenna and my pronouns are they and them. Respect it.
Oh man. No, we gonna bring up Nola girl, man. Gotta bring up Nola girl. Shout outs to In My Own Lane. Yeah, y'all know Amari. Don't go look. No, y'all don't go now. Y'all don't think. No, y'all don't start standing beside yourself and go looking up that name now. Shit get wicked. All right. Shout out to Thailand. Thailand is treating me awesome. I'm thinking about going back very soon. I'm in the beautiful country of Laos. I'm in the beautiful country of Laos, enjoying myself. It's awesome. Shout outs to everybody here. Make sure you hit the like button on the way in. What's going on, No Cupcake Zone? The infamous Nola girl, was she white? Oh, was she? I'll pull her up. We can pull her up. Everything is all relatable, you know. Make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe, and do not forget to support today's show. Got a great show for you guys today. What's going on, Link? Shout out to Talaya. Yes, I'm in the beautiful country of Laos. It's very nice here. I'm gonna try to go to the Bomb Museum very soon. I got myself this Wi-Fi. I'm just debating if I want to do it as a pre-record, because that way I can do it in 4K. But then I got to make space. Well, I'm trying to debate if I should do it as a live. So I might end up doing both. What's going on, Sal's? What's going on, Sal's? Link, Sal's, Chris G, everybody in the building. Yes. Talaya in the building too. You said, give me Amari and Ebony Princess. ISIS may she get out of jail soon in a few. I'm about to go look them names up. All right, let's get back into it. Let's go.
If you don't, you're a bigot.
What is the point of all of this? Why? What? When? Where? How? What the fuck?
Why do you think that women are better than men? Just give me 3 reasons why women are better than men.
We're more progressive. You guys are just stuck and never evolving. We've been letting men think they're winning so we can get ahead for a long time.
What's the next one?
For what?
One more. Give me one more. Give me one more. Okay, go
How
ahead.
to answer this. What are 2 top things that the whole entire world cares about? Money and pussy. We're the ones who had the pussy. We're literally the top. We're top.
How does that make you guys better?
Money and women. That's
Honestly,
it. That's all
makes
the world
us better
cares
because
about.
we can create life and you guys can't.
Oh, these hoes are stupid. Oh, these hoes are stupid. Yeah, I was thinking 1080p. My phone gonna die if that shit gonna overheat if I put it in 4K. Oh, this woman says she gives life, and men are dumb. It's giving, y'all. It's calling for it. Might as well.
I'll only date a guy if he makes 6 figures. No, 7 figures. Because of inflation. Yeah, because of inflammation. Yeah, and he has to be over 6 feet tall. No, 7 feet tall. Because of inflation. Yeah. And he needs to be okay with me having an OnlyFans. 2 OnlyFans. Yeah. Because of inflation.
This stupid. This stupid.
I am not.
This stupid. This is stupid. I am smarter than the hot 18-year-old. We smart, she's stupid.
I spent my most valuable years allowing my body to be used because no one ever taught me what love is or how to respect myself. And all you can do is make fun of me for it.
You stupid. Stupid.
Oh, God.
This stupid. Stupid. Is stupid. The stupidest of the. This stupid is so stupid.
This stupid.
This stupid. This stupid is so stupid. Leave her alone. I'm over 7 feet tall. I make 7 figures, and I do want her.
Do you have a 7-pack?
This stupid.
Become a member at freedomtunes.com for exclusive cartoons.
Hell yeah. Hashtag DSB. Hashtag DSB. The jokes write themselves, people. Hashtag DSB. Yeah. They got SBE hashtag DSB. We done got us a new acronym, y'all. Yo. It writes itself. Hashtag DSB.
We're literally the top. We're top.
How does that make you guys better?
Money and women. That's
Honestly,
it. That's all the world cares
better because
about.
we can create life and you guys can't.
Okay, but that's beautiful.
There's more of you because
that
of
doesn't
us.
make you better.
Can you create life inside of you?
It takes 2.
Can
I have to
you
put it
create-
in you.
Right. Can you create a whole life inside of you?
You're delusional. It comes from above in me, and then I put it in you, the earthly being.
right.
You understand that? You need a man to want to bust inside you and make kids with you.
These gender war podcasts are so boring and old. It's the same low IQ conversations over and over and over again.
Are you guys like friends by any chance?
Yeah, we're sisters.
Are you single or are you taken?
I have a boyfriend.
Single.
Do you by any chance know her boyfriend?
Yeah, I don't like him. I'm not a fan.
Why?
Because he treats you like we've literally talked about this.
Fair enough.
Is it alright if like she calls your boyfriend and asks him to Netflix and chill for like a video?
Yeah?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Call him up.
Yeah, hello?
And what are you doing?
At the moment, man, I'm just kidding.
Do you want to come over, like Netflix and chill?
I'm not gonna lie, but you know I've been in a relationship for 4 years off, and I don't want to cheat, man. I'm a loyal guy. I'm loyal.
All right, okay. I knew he was going to be loyal. Had his back.
Okay, I mean, I guess he's loyal.
He's ringing.
Oh, wait, put it on speaker.
Yeah, I'm all right. What's up?
I'm just checking on you. What are you up to?
I'm just at home. I'm just doing my work.
Studying real hard.
Yeah, of course.
I'll leave you to it.
Okay, I love you.
I love you.
That was really strange. Why did he just call you and not tell you about
Oh,
her?
no, yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, hey, yeah, you can come over if you want.
Am I coming to yours?
Yeah, I just had to check that the coast was clear, innit? Come over in about 30 minutes.
All right, okay. I didn't know that you liked me, you know?
Yeah, because obviously, like, your sister told me that you had a crush on me and you were jealous.
What?
Why would you say that?
Because it's true. I've always been jealous of us and my boyfriend all the time.
What do I have to be jealous about?
Everything, clearly. And you take it away from me right now.
Yeah, I am.
Why did you say she was jealous of your boyfriend?
She's a snake and she's fancied him for ages.
You guys are sisters. You guys shouldn't be fighting.
You've literally never brought this up to me before, ever. So why now we're with people?
You just start an argument over it. I've seen it for ages. The way you look at him when he comes
I
around.
can't take you seriously right now. What the
Bro, are you still on the phone?
Yeah, what's going on?
This is a TikTok video. You just got exposed.
I heard all of this, by the way. I know what you're doing.
It's not what you think.
I mean, it is, clearly.
Man, you don't get it twisted.
Wait, did he just hang up?
You just hung up the phone.
Are you guys still going to be sisters after this?
I'm never speaking to her again.
Wow. You know what just came up too? Look, YouTube is just with the fuckery today. Look at this. Hold on. Let's look at this. Let's just take a look at this. Hold on, y'all.
Hi, Kevin. How are you?
I am well. How old are you?
I'm 24.
Have you been on here before?
I have.
Okay. What do we got?
Okay. So my question is, because you keep referring to the average woman, I wanted to get your take on what the average woman is to you. Like financially, education-wise, job-wise, all of that. What's an average?
What is an average? What is an average? What is an average woman? What do you mean? What it is to me? An average woman is an average-looking woman. I think I've been pretty clear. But I'll explain again. I'll use you as an example. You're 24. Any children?
No.
How tall are you?
I'm 5 foot.
5 foot. Dress size?
I wear a 5.
A dress size 5?
Mm-hmm.
How much did you weigh the last time you weighed yourself?
I weigh 145 pounds.
Okay. What is the average height for an American female?
Right now, I think it's 5'4".
It's always been 5'4". 5'4" for the last 100 plus years. What is the average weight for an American female at 5'4"?
I don't know.
What's the average healthy weight?
I guess maybe my weight. I don't know, but I don't know.
See, that's the problem. See, these things have been told to you. You go to a doctor, they tell you the healthy weight. Are you a healthy weight?
I am, yeah. I am.
5 foot,
when I go to my
five.
doctor,
Okay. Hold on. See, hold on. Let's just do this. Okay, 5'4". 5 foot, 5 feet. And you said you're 145 pounds?
Yes, I work out.
Uh-huh.
I was gonna say 120, but this is the thing. Always go 5 under. But this is the thing. And Kevin got into it a lot since we're talking about scales, octanes, and the internet dating market, right? This shit don't matter. He said, Porky, this shit don't matter, y'all. Doesn't matter. Is you gonna smash or not? All right. Now, if she says something stupid, we're gonna have to flood the chat with hashtag DSB. So I know y'all gonna flood. I know y'all flooding the chat already with the DSB, but I'll roll the beam footage. All right, let's go. If we get 2 to 3 in the chat, I'll roll the beam footage. So let's go. No warning. Let's go.
I'm going to just go ahead. Okay. That's good. Your BMI is 29.3.
Shout outs to
according to BMI.
Who are you?
Overweight is 25 to 29.9. You are 0.6% away from obesity.
Kevin, do I look obese to you?
I don't see. Audience, I want you guys to understand. She asked me what is average. And this is the problem. Women today think they can put what they effing feel in place of facts. You are short, 4 inches shorter, and you are 25 pounds heavier than a healthy weight. Okay. At your height, you should be roughly about 105 pounds. According to the BMI, you are overweight. I don't care how it looks. I don't care if the fat fell where we like it. So that's one factor. So automatically in our community, 80% of the women are overweight. That means what? Above average or below average?
Okay.
If you're overweight, are you above average or below average?
I'll be below average.
Right. So if 80% of our women are below average because of their weight, then we go to their looks. What would you give yourself on a scale from 1 to 10 Fresh face out of the shower, your natural hair. You cannot use 7.
I don't know. Maybe on a regular schmegular degular day, I'd say maybe a 6.
Okay. I will give you a 6. And a 6 is cute. A 5 is average. So if you're a cute woman, that's one step above average. Okay. Average means average. Look in your family history, and most people are average, right at the top of the bell curve. But if you take a cute woman who's overweight, that adjusts her SMV up or down.
Down.
Thank you. So that makes her average as those two numbers, they kind of average out. You would be an average woman. And as an average woman in this country, an average black woman, the average black man in this country earns $41,500 for a lifetime. No more, no less. No Herculean methods, no lottery, no businesses. That's what he's going to make. That's your husband.
But what if I have degrees?
Thank you. See? I want you guys to understand.
I'll only date a guy if he makes 6 figures. No, 7 figures. Because of inflation. Yeah, because of inflammation. Yeah, and he has to be over 6 feet tall. No, 7 feet tall. Because of inflation. Yeah. And he needs to be okay with me having an OnlyFans. 2 OnlyFans. Yeah. Because of inflation.
This stupid. This stupid.
I am not.
This stupid. This is stupid. I am smarter than the hot 18-year-old. We smart, she's stupid.
I spent my most valuable years allowing my body to be used because no one ever taught me what love is or how to respect myself. And all you can do is make fun of me for it.
You stupid. Stupid.
Oh, God.
This stupid. Stupid. Is stupid. The stupidest of the. This stupid is so stupid.
This stupid.
This stupid. This stupid is so stupid. Leave her alone. I'm over 7 feet tall. I make 7 figures, and I do want her.
Do you have a 7-pack?
This stupid man.
And she just asked me, and I told her, what is a woman has her SMV. Now, these women actually think because they can make themselves higher SMV because of a degree. That does not work. Men have never picked women based upon your degree. That is why you could be on fries at McDonald's, but if you look like Kelly Rowland, you can marry a millionaire. But you could graduate from Harvard, but if you look like Precious, you ain't got nothing coming. Why do you think a degree should matter to your sexual marketplace value?
I think it should add just because, I mean, if you're going based off just appearances, then
I'm going based upon who men are. When have men ever said, look at that average looking woman, but goddamn, I bet you she got a degree. Ooh, that ain't who we, no, ma'am. No, breathe. You got to ask the customer, the men. And that just shows that you ladies don't understand what we are. That is who we are. We don't care about your degree until we care about how you look in your body. That's when it matters, after your SMV. So that's the question. Why worry about your degree? Why not bump your SMV up if you want a higher caliber husband? Uh-oh. So every other group of women does. They understand what the men want and they give the men what they want.
So when you
lose
say
weight,
I'm sorry?
dress size 4.
could fit a dress size 4.
No, dress size 4, 110, 105 pounds. Dress size 4, 105, 110 pounds. Dress size 4. Because you got to have some room to grow. Because at 5 foot, you have 1, 2 kids, that's going to, every child, 30 to 50 pounds. You have 3 kids, your husband can expect a woman coming in close to 200 pounds after 3 kids. You got to have some room to grow. You're 150 pounds already. Pregnancy weight is 30 to 50 pounds. You got pregnant with 1 kid, you'll go up to 180 on the low end, 200 as the norm. You're not going to lose all that weight. Have another kid, another 30 to 50, another kid, another 30 to 50. Even if you average that out, you're going to gain another 30 pounds in childbirth. That means you go from 150 to 180. 5 foot, 180 is almost 200 pounds. That is a large woman. But that is what you see wobbling around the Black community all the time. Below average SMV women. And do you see many wedding rings on those? Nope. And then you wonder why you see Becky and Mylene running and eating, drinking water and eating salads. But what you see on their finger.
So you think even
What you see on their finger.
A ring, I get that.
Yeah, but we need to say it because it makes it real.
Okay. So even with today's culture, with, people desiring and paying for more curvaceous curves, boob jobs, butt lifts, everything, you still think that men are desiring skinnier women instead of?
How long have you watched my channel?
For some time.
And every time you see those ridiculously curvy women, they're unmarried.
Some are, some aren't.
No, they're not. They're mostly unmarried. I've already addressed this conversation. I addressed this on the Joe Budden podcast. I addressed this on Vlad TV, and I addressed this on Adam No Jumper. That's for fun. Men don't marry that. So how about this? You notice how every time I said what men are, instead of just saying, I'll go do that. And so why don't you accept this? Men aren't asking women to go get Brazilian butt lifts. We ain't asking for y'all to wear weave. We're not asking for y'all to having long acrylic nails and all these flippy eyelashes. Y'all are doing that for each other. We don't like that. We want them on good times. We want Pam Grier. That's what we want. But that ain't what you're giving men. Y'all don't, and what's proven, you don't really care what men want. And that's why you're not getting you're not getting husbands. You're getting sex. And some of y'all get babies. But do you get the question? Do you understand what an average woman is?
Shout outs to Triple Black throwing the huge $1.99 on the super chat. Kev just slapped the DSB with some SBE. Sorry. No high value man. Here we go.
I'll only date a guy if he makes 6 figures. No, 7 figures. Because of inflation. Yeah, because of inflammation. Yeah, and he has to be over 6 feet tall. No, 7 feet tall. Because of inflation. Yeah. And he needs to be okay with me having an OnlyFans. 2 OnlyFans. Yeah. Because of inflation.
This stupid. This stupid.
I am not.
This stupid. This.
This stupid bitch. Jessica X, say no to weave. Talaya says she's literally stating that they do this shit because of telling them to, like men are telling them to do this goofy shit. Goofy as hell. Yeah, they're the size of Kimbo Slice. Why does your woman weigh more than Kimbo Slice? Anyway, just saying. But anyway.
Yeah, now you've answered my question to the T.
So if that's the case, and an average woman, and average people should get average people, above average people, or high level people.
Average people get average people.
Assortative mating. So why is it that most average women don't want average men?
Because it's a natural thing for people to want what they can't have.
It's not. It's not natural. It's not natural.
It's natural desire.
No, it's not.
Like,
No,
like
it's not.
average...
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. It's not natural. It is not natural. Every other race of woman on here is white women are the next lowest group of married women. They're married at a 54 rate. And you look at an average looking white woman, you're like, ooh, even the women who are unattractive, you're like, ooh, but you look on her finger, you're like, she's married. You're like, who would marry her? You look at her husband and they look like they match because they accept. But in our community, women want the men to look better than them. It's not natural. Black women are living an unnatural existence. You're living opposite to nature. You're living opposite to even the God you say you believe in creation. It's rather devilish, as a matter of fact.
I'm not agreeing with this.
I'm just saying, but if you just look at the outcomes, man, it's not a matter of black men either. It's not as though any other group of men are rushing to marry our women. Who is marrying black women?
I mean, mostly black men and a small population of other races, but mostly.
Okay. And if black women are married at a rate of 1 out of 4, and the next lowest group of women is married at a rate of 54%, that's almost double.
Yeah.
Do you see a problem there?
That is a problem.
And who is it on to fix it?
Black people.
You notice how she did that? Notice how she did that? She said it's on black people. So that means we're supposed to be in this to fix it with them, black men. Bull. It's not on black people to fix black women's problems. It's on black women.
Can I interject? I said black people because it's not just a woman's problem.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Because I said who's you can't no. I said who's rushing to marry black women, meaning of any group of men. No one. So why is it black men's responsibility to fix you, to make you a white man's wife?
I hear you, Kevin. Let me get to my point. My point is
Go ahead.
That if black men are the ones that are, picking us to marry us, and they're the ones that are seeing these issues, it's not just starting when, she's of age to start dating and things like that. It goes to a woman's self-esteem, which usually rooted from her father. And there's
no.
I'll only date a guy if he makes 6 figures. No, 7 figures. Because of inflation. Yeah, because of inflammation. Yeah, and he has to be over 6 feet tall. No, 7 feet tall. Because of inflation. Yeah. And he needs to be okay with me having an OnlyFans. 2 OnlyFans. Yeah. Because of inflation.
This stupid. This stupid.
I am not.
This stupid. This is stupid. I am smarter than the hot 18-year-old. We smart, she's stupid.
I spent my most valuable years allowing my body to be used because no one ever taught me what love is or how to respect myself. And all you can do is make fun of me for it.
You stupid. Stupid.
Oh, God.
This stupid. Stupid. Is stupid. The stupidest of the. This stupid is so stupid.
This stupid.
This stupid. This stupid is so stupid. Leave her alone. I'm over 7 feet tall. I make 7 figures, and I do want her.
Do you have a 7-pack?
This stupid man.
Yo, I'm gonna wear this clip out. We're gonna get DSB trending, man. I'm gonna wear this clip out. That's stupid. Everybody like acronyms. You don't got to say the whole thing. Just type in DSB in the chat. If you say something stupid, DSB. I hear something dumb, I'm gonna spare it, but I'm gonna keep throwing it on. Let's go.
No. You're an adult. You're an adult and an individual. You're responsible for your choices. See, look at this. Look at this, people. Understand something. I said, ma'am, which men are rushing to marry black women? And what you're trying to get me to say is that it's black men's responsibility to work with black women, handhold you, to make you marriageable for other men as well? No, ma'am. It is your responsibility at the bottom to make yourself viable to any group of men, black men included.
Okay, and then so who raises a black man?
Black women.
Okay, so therefore we are teaching
Who raises who? Who raises who?
Black women raise black men.
Black women raise the children.
I understand, but my point is black women raise black men. So black women set that tone and that standard for that black man of what they want and what they are looking for. A lot of black men.
Man, what are you trying to make? Okay, stop. Black women raise children. 80% of the children are born out of wedlock.
They raise black children.
Right. And black men aren't having a problem finding mates. Only black women. Y'all got the problem. See, you asked about average, and I gave it to you.
You did.
And every time I try to give you a solution, you want accountability to be on everybody else except the woman in the mirror.
No, I said it was black people. I didn't take the accountability away from black women.
Yes, that is. Saying black people means it's black men as well.
Mm-hmm.
That means it's taking accountability from the woman in the mirror.
Okay. It is a black woman's issue. It is.
So why do black men need to fix it? We're not even, first of all, we don't want y'all the way you are. We've been telling you all my life. Y'all ain't listening to what we say, so we just lift you to your own devices. And no one's taking you this way. The problem is black women lack accountability for their choices. You're a free person. You can make your choices, and you are free to win, you're free to lose, you're free to fail, or free to succeed. Yet what you're doing is not working with any group of men. No group of men is rushing to say, ooh, I need to get a black woman. But black men, even being at the bottom socioeconomically, well, above Hispanic men, black boys reading at the 4th grade level, black men aren't doing well, but they're the second most desired male on the planet behind white men.
And why do you think that is?
Because we got our together. Okay. We're desired, like it or not. Here's the thing, seriously though, because we understand our real place. The world tells black men, you ain't good enough where you got to work. You haven't been told you got to work. You've been told you're a queen, you're good, you ain't got to do nothing. To where, honestly, ma'am, I want you to find me many 5 feet tall Chinese women who weigh as much as you do.
That's a different culture. They don't.
No, it's not. It's a different culture, but I want you to go back in your family album to the 1910s, and I want you to find me women who weighed as much as you do at your height. We don't weigh this much. You can go to Soul Train in 1970 and see what y'all used to look like.
I don't look my weight, but I understand what you're saying.
You can't make it up. See, this is what Shahrazad Ali has been saying. Black women have been shielded from the consequences, accountability, and everything else. It's a different culture. It's this and that. Your body is not meant to be your weight at your height. That's why you are fat where you shouldn't be. This is the only time in history where the poor people weigh more than the rich people.
Wait, you were saying fat in general, or were you directing that towards my weight?
I'm talking about in general.
Okay.
In general, but even at you, 5 feet, ma'am, you're not supposed to be 150 pounds. You're not.
I work
you
out.
You weigh more than a man at your height, and that is one of the biggest problems in our community. If you take the average black woman and if you put a black man next to her side by side, The average black woman at her height weighs more than the black man at his height. Meaning a 5'4" black man and a 5'4" black woman, most women are going to weigh more. You live in Texas. Go to the mall and look at all the number 10 couples you see, where the man is like this and a woman is like this. You see it all the time. I know I do. And why is it? Because y'all don't know that y'all need to drink water, cut back on the sugar, fat, and salt, work out. Y'all haven't heard this. Just don't. It's like, well, somebody somewhere will take it, and ain't nobody nowhere taking it because somebody's having sex with women. But the bottom line is this: if we are keeping score by marriages, right? The one thing that we can keep score by, arguably black women are at the bottom. That's marrying anybody. 1 in 4 will marry. That's a crisis. That's a crisis. Who is it? But again, who is it? Who does it fall upon to fix it? If the next lowest group of women is married at a rate of 54%, almost twice as much. Who's it fall upon?
It falls upon black women.
Right. So why don't you go ask white women what to do? Or Hispanic women what to do, or Asian women what to do, because apparently they seem to know how to do something. Typically, if you're not doing something right and somebody's making better grades, if somebody's making better grades than you are, you go ask them how to do it. But
they copying us. They copying black women. They get
where?
They get their nails done. They get butt lifts, want bigger breasts, bigger lips.
Okay, let's run with that.
Mm-hmm.
Then if that's the case, why are they more married than y'all?
Oh, that's a good question.
Because they ain't copying y'all.
You don't think so?
They may be copying a look, but the software is different. The femininity, the attitude, the accountability, the desiring to please your men, cater to your men, submit. I just said, go ask the women who are doing better than you, and first thing you said, That's why y'all. No, listen to my point. The first time I said, go to the women who are.
Oh man, Marco, you killing me, man. Oh, man. I can't keep that on the screen. Well, that slur right there, that's gonna get me up out of here. Hold on, y'all.
I'll only date a guy if he makes 6 figures. No, 7 figures.
Shout outs to Marco in the building. Hold on.
I'll only date a guy if he makes 6 figures. No, 7 figures. Because of inflation.
Yeah, because of inflammation.
Yeah, and he has to be over 6 feet tall. No, 7 feet tall. Because of inflation.
Yes.
And he needs to be okay with me having an OnlyFans. 2 OnlyFans.
Yes.
Because of inflation.
This stupid. This stupid.
I am not.
This stupid. This is stupid. I am smarter than the hot 18-year-old. We smart, she's stupid.
I spent my most valuable years allowing my body to be used because no one ever taught me what love is or how to respect myself. And all you can do is make fun of me for it.
You stupid. Stupid. Stupid.
Oh, God.
This stupid. Stupid. Is stupid. The stupidest of the. This stupid is so stupid.
This stupid.
This stupid. This stupid is so stupid. Leave her alone. I'm over 7 feet tall. I make 7 figures, and I do want her.
Do you have a 7-pack?
This stupid man.
Shout outs to Marco in the building. Shout outs to Marco. Marco came out of nowhere unexpectedly, like Randy Orton doing the RKO. Shout outs to Marco in the building, man. If you haven't subscribed to his channel, check out my community tab. This pretty Marco got some of the most beautiful women I've seen on YouTube. All right, let's go. Let's get it.
getting a better outcome, and you said no. They are checking for us, and that's why y'all are dying alone.
So, is it really what you call it? A SV? Something? What you call it?
SMV?
Is it really an SMV or is it an attitude adjustment?
No, both. Your SMV, men are visual. Your sexual marketplace value is the thing that we look at first.
Mm-hmm.
And then after we like that, then we'll see if we want to tolerate you longer than a night. See, what black women are doing right now will get you a lot of sex. Y'all got no problem becoming hot girl summer and hooking up and swiping left. What you got problems with is long-term relationships. And that's a matter of who you are after the bedroom.
That's true.
So why don't you go ask the women who can keep men? Why don't you go ask the women who can get husbands? Because if it's not in our community, you go to the people who making better grades, right? Mm-hmm. If you're in your school or your group and everybody's failing, and right over there, they're passing or doing twice as good, do you keep going to people over here or do you go and ask people who are doing better?
The reasonable thing would be to go ask somebody who's doing better.
Why do you need to put the modifier there?
Because I have my own opinion. I hear what you're saying, but I hear
and that's my point.
I'll only date a guy if he makes 6 figures. No, 7 figures. Because of inflation. Yeah, because of inflammation. Yeah, and he has to be over 6 feet tall. No, 7 feet tall. Because of inflation. Yeah. And he needs to be okay with me having an OnlyFans. 2 OnlyFans. Yeah. Because of inflation.
This stupid. This stupid.
I am not.
And folks, I just want you to understand. That's why I want my critics and detractors to understand it's not a matter of information. Shame, insults, guilt, and the need to be right is the primary motivating factor for most black women. They need to be right in our way. So it doesn't matter if you can point them to what's right and what's better. I'm going to be all right doing it my way. That's why I'm going to wait for Jesus or God or somebody else.
Kevin, I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm just saying that I will agree to disagree. We have a different.
No, there's no agree to disagree. But here's the problem: black women are failing at getting husbands.
That is.
So there's no agree to disagree. There's no agree to disagree. You're dying alone. There's no agree to disagree.
Mm-hmm.
That is an attitude that you can't afford to have. How can you afford to agree to disagree unless you can get a better outcome? Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Okay, last. Do you want to be married?
I will be married one day, yes.
Okay. You want children?
I'm 24 years old, so I haven't decided.
Well, 24 years old, have to do with anything.
I'm still young and living my life. I don't.
Guys.
I expect you ladies to understand this. You can change your life. And you can get out of the gutter. Industry. Are you crying?
I am.
What's going on? Why are you crying?
And it hit home for me. So
come step up. Let me hear you. What happened?
I was saying the gutter is a rough place, you know, and you got to do everything, any and everything to make it, you know, every situation. Including aborting twins, you feel me, to better yourself because the dude want to leave you. But
you just had an abortion? Twins?
Twins.
Yeah, double homicide.
Bitch.
No, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I swear to God, I did not pay her. I did not pay her. Y'all cannot. This is the problem. They think their 20s are for them. She's been programmed to think my 20s are for me. So at late 20s and 30s, then I'll decide whether or not I want to have kids, and it's too late by that time.
As of right now, I don't want kids right now. But when I'm older, I would like to have a family.
Older? How much older?
Once I finish my master's, so maybe 26, 27.
26, 27. That's 2 years away.
That's fine.
All right. And you want to be married. Are you being actively vetted by a man of value to be his wife?
I have
Are you being actively vetted by a man of value to be his wife?
Yes.
Are you in a relationship right now?
No, I'm not.
Then you're not actively being vetted by a man of value to be his wife.
When you, okay.
Stop the cap.
I'll only date a guy if he makes 6 figures. No, 7 figures. Because of inflation. Yeah, because of inflammation. Yeah, and he has to be over 6 feet tall. No, 7 feet tall. Because of inflation. Yeah. And he needs to be okay with me having an OnlyFans. 2 OnlyFans. Yeah. Because of inflation.
This stupid. This stupid.
I am not.
This stupid. This is stupid. I am smarter than the hot 18-year-old. We smart, she's stupid.
I spent my most valuable years allowing my body to be used because no one ever taught me what love is or how to respect myself. And all you can do is make fun of me for it.
You stupid. Stupid.
Oh, God.
This stupid. Stupid. Is stupid. The stupidest of the. This stupid is so stupid.
This stupid.
This stupid. This stupid is so stupid. Leave her alone. I'm over 7 feet tall. I make 7 figures, and I do want her.
Do you have a 7-pack?
This stupid man.
They can't deal with reality. You saw that going off the rails by a man of value to be his wife.
I have.
Are you being actively vetted by a man of value to be his wife?
Yes.
Are you in a relationship right now?
No, I'm not.
Then you're not actively being vetted by a man of value to be his wife.
When you, okay. Okay.
Stop the cap. They can't deal with reality. You saw that going off the rails. I'm too young. I'm too this, I'm too that. If you think like that, young lady, stop. I'll go get my master's. I'm too young to be worried about kids. After my master's, when is that? 2 years? You want to be married? One day. Are you actively being vetted by a man of value to be his wife? Yeah, I am. Are you in a relationship? No. You do realize that we can see you lying, right? Just lying. And wonder, well, it's on the black man to help us fix. The black man can't fix that.
Oh my God. Shout outs to everybody in the building. Shout outs to War Master dropping the huge. I gotta get some sound effects on here, War Master. I'm gonna sit up here all day and upload some just for you. Dropping the huge $20 on the super chat as on the Cash App as always. War Master said for protecting and providing for your Xbox. We will be live on Xbox today. Most definitely. Most definitely. Shout outs to War Master. Shout outs to Marco dropping the huge $5 on the Cash App. He said, for you know, I couldn't stand that. You feeling the rest, y'all. You know, and it seems crazy now, but I understand. No, we're going Xbox today. I want to play some Persona. Stop. We're gonna get to the Mass Effects today. We're gonna get to the Mass Effect today. I just got to remember to go live. I got my YOLO box set up, so I still have it. It's across the room. But no, I know where Marco's coming from because while Kevin was here, y'all know it was some wild times, you know? It was some wild times. And a lot of stuff was going on. A lot of stuff was going on. You know? So I can't SBE myself out of this one. Can't shame, blame, and explain. All right? All right, let's go.
No. Oh my. Yeah, mama. It's our job to fix that, guys. Did you know? Black man, it is your job to go talk to a woman who don't even value your opinion and don't even care what you want right now. Don't even care what you want right now, but it's your job to go make sure that she can get her stuff together so she can be somebody else's wife one day. You can't make this shit up, folks. You cannot make this shit up. When I get my PhD or my master's, when I get my master's, boy, howdy. If master's degrees was husbands, if a master's degree was a husband and a life, some of y'all would be the when I get my master's.
I'm a PhD.
When I get my master's. I get my master's. Hello?
All right. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I like the Jocelyn theme I got going on. I just I got a video of her saying, "I get the money." I get Hold on, y'all. Let me see if I can upload this real quick. Hold on, that shit was funny as hell. But yeah, man. Yeah, a lot of stuff was crazy. You know, when Mr. Samuels was around. Those are some crazy times. Hold on, y'all. Okay, we still sat down in the United States. All right, good. Hold on, y'all. Now, this popped up on my timeline. I'm not gonna lie. I want to show y'all something before we finish off today's show. Hold on. God damn. Why don't the passport bros go to Jamaica? If I go to Jamaica right now, I want a goddamn cocoa bread with some jerk chicken, maybe some steamed kingfish. Oh my God. Why don't the passport bros go to Jamaica? Them girls ain't gonna play that shit. Them Jamaican girls ain't gonna play that shit. All right, let's go.
Give me the dance, you know? Give back the dance. Run back the dance. Do it again. Imagine somebody never did that look. They never catch it. Bust back the dance. Bust the dance. Give them a dance. Bust the dance. Hey. Is your my one of these is in a sort of one?
Passport bros, y'all going to Jamaica, man?
So yes, massive big up every time. You don't know. Welcome to all. Welcome all my Jamaica walk by massive. You don't know. Big up to another episode. You don't know. Me happy to big up to my own episode. You see it? So right.
We going to Jamaica yet?
Fish too. Yes, I sell fish.
What
kind of fish I got? Sea fish, all different types. Jack, snapper, doctor fish, you name them.
We have a parrot fish, we have a goat fish, we have a...
Now, shout outs to Marco. Yes, Marco was just in Jamaica. Marco went to Jamaica, left Jamaica, and went right back to Jamaica. Guan, Belize. Wow. This Yardy, bitch. This bitch is Yardy. Oh my God. Oh my Lord. Yeah. She had a lot of movement going on in the back. Shout outs to Marco dropping the $2 on the super chat. That you can't SBE dudes turning into a FAG, because the AI is getting smarter. There's some ice. Yeah, Marco's everywhere. He international grande. All right. But Marco's always in Colombia. All right. I'm in control. Now, rest in peace to Patrice O'Neal. Shouts to my girl, Vaughn DiCarlo. Vaughn was bad as hell back in the day. Shit. Go ahead, Patrice. Let's go. Let's get into it.
Look at you. This is one of the things me and my boys thought up one night is how to size up a woman. And you know how we go the scale of 1 to 10 usually, like what you give her 10 or blah. A lot of times, you might give a chick a 6. That's really like ugly, but we trying to be like not mean. So if you're a 6, that's still just too close to 10. So it gives her more hope than she really deserves, So we came up with a method from 1 to 30, right? But we chopped it down to 3 categories in that 30. You have ugly women, you have all right looking women, and then you have beautiful women. So let's say the number 21. That means you are an ugly ass beautiful bitch. You understand what I'm saying? That makes sense. So at 15, you are a all right looking bitch. I'm not looking. She's looking. I'm not saying I'm just looking at you, but if you want the number, I'm not going to give you the number because it's the numbers in my own head. But you can have the number on yourself. Like you could decide what number you want. What number would you say you were? I'm not going to attack you. Just you have to believe in yourself. See what I mean by how men have to create? Like if I say a number, she'll be mad if it ain't 30. But what number would you give yourself? See? Now you can be 21. That's a look at. I think a fine ass, all right looking bitch is a great. 20 is great. That's less pressure. But if you move into fineness, now here, if you think you're 21, Nicole, listen. Let's say there's a club. Let's say there's a nightclub called Fine Ass Fine Bitch. And every woman was allowed to get in line to go into Club Fine Ass Fine Bitch. But If you get to the door and you're not a fine ass fine bitch, you get to get hit in the head with a baseball bat. Would you be confident enough to go to club fine ass fine bitch? Or would you assuredly go to club alright looking bitch? So it ain't up to me, it's up to you. But that's the thing we look at and we go, all right, let me size her up, and then you get the game that you need accordingly. You need different kind of game for alright looking alright chick than you do, you know, a fine ass fine chick or a fine ass ugly chick. A 10 is a fine ass ugly chick. I'm down for that. I like beautiful women. I like, man, I'm an equal opportunity. My esteem is so low it protects me against everything. I'll never go on a pussy drought. I'll fuck most animals, nigga. I don't give a fuck. I like beautiful women like everybody else, but I'll take, you know, sort of. I like pretty face is necessary. I'll take a woman shaped like anything weird. Square, flat butt. Because I'm a mess naked. I look at my girl. Like, I look in the mirror sometimes, right? At myself naked, and I start to mistrust my woman. I'll be like, what's this bitch up to? Like, why is she giving me pussy? I would never give me no motherfucking pussy. If I was this bitch, I'd call the police every time I try to get near me. This bitch up to no good. She trying to get me for some shit. But that's because women are beautiful and they'll love you for like other reasons. It's so funny. That's it? All right, bitch, whatever. It's smart. Really?
When summer ends, it always leaves a mark, so we can find our way back to the water. But we take our time and lay out on the dock like two cold-blooded souls.
So I'm gonna get to it. So basically, what this plan does is devise a way to give you the right amount of confidence to say the right thing to the bitch. Okay, so let's say Angelina Jolie. Like a lot of guys think she's hot. I say Angelina Jolie is a fine ass eye looking bitch. She's a 20. She's as high of an alright looking bitch as you can possibly get. You understand what I'm saying? So when you approach her in the street, you're gonna approach her like, oh shit, she's alright. And so you're gonna say something that's just right for an alright looking bitch. You'll go, hey, sweetie, you know what? You got still those lips. I ain't gonna say, I like for you to suck my dick, but I'm just saying they're cute anyway. You know, blah blah blah, whatever. And she might go, what? But you'll say the proper thing because you'll have the proper arrogance and the proper. You know what you'll be? You'll be righteous. You won't be trying. She'll feel your energy. She'll feel that you'll walk away from her. If she says fuck you, you won't have to go, well, fuck you, bitch. Because a lot of times guys come up to women and they don't even believe that they can say something to a girl that she might like them. So she'll walk up to him, or a guy will walk up to her and go, hey, it's the self-sabotage. He'll go, hey, what's up, honey? Or like the cliche construction worker thing. Hey, what's up, toots? And he knows that the bitch ain't gonna go, hi, thank you for calling me toots. He knows she's gonna go, ugh.
That's more of a subtle assault than there's a real come on.
It's to control the fucking. So I'm gonna get to it. So basically, what this plan does is devise a way to give you the right amount of confidence to say the right thing to the bitch. Okay, so let's say Angelina Jolie. Like a lot of guys think she's hot. I say Angelina Jolie is a fine ass eye looking bitch. She's a 20. She's
Yeah,
as
22.
high of an all right looking bitch as you can possibly get. You understand what I'm saying? So when you approach her in the street, you're gonna approach her like, oh shit, she's all right. And so you're gonna say something that's just right for an all right looking bitch. You'll go, hey, sweetie, you know what? You got still those lips. I ain't gonna say I like for you to suck my dick, but I'm just saying they're cute anyway, blah blah blah, whatever. And she might go, what? But you'll say the proper thing because you'll have the proper arrogance and the proper you know what you'll be? You'll be righteous. You won't be trying. She'll feel your energy. She'll feel like you'll walk away from her. If she says fuck you, you won't have to go, well, fuck you, bitch. Because a lot of times guys come up to women and they don't even believe that they can say something to a girl that she might like them. So she'll walk up to him, or a guy will walk up to her and go, hey, it's the self-sabotage. He'll go, hey, what's up, honey? Or like the cliche construction worker thing. Hey, what's up, toots? And he knows that the bitch ain't gonna go, hi, thank you for calling me toots. He knows she's gonna go, ugh.
That's more of a subtle assault than it is a real come on.
It's to control the fucking pain that could happen.
It's contemptuous lust.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Let me ask you something though.
Go ahead.
Because going back to what Jimmy was saying, kind of what you've been saying, I can talk to girls. I can make them laugh. I'm good at laying down rap. It's just when it comes down to, making that pitch to get in there, I lose all confidence because all I can think is she's like, you fat bastard, I'm not fucking you.
How fat are you?
I'm probably as big as Patrice.
So you're about what, 6'4" something?
Oh no. I'm 5'10" and as fat as you.
Oh, Jesus, man. Well, that's tough because you're a little fat dude, which is a different thing. But you can still do it, dude.
It's a level of confidence, and even there's a level of confidence that even if you say 1 to 30, what you're still building. It still comes down to you accepting that there's a level of confidence that you have because you're not rating her as high as you would normally rate her. So if you don't believe in the rating plan, it's not going to work any more than if you don't believe in yourself. It's still a matter of confidence.
It's like losing weight. It's like going to a gym,
right?
And getting in supreme shape, but you're still a fat guy in your head,
right?
So your game is like, wow, he's a handsome guy, but he stinks.
But Patrice, come on, that's too fat. He has to lose weight.
Well, for his health, but not for pussy. Trust me. You don't have to lose weight to get pussy. Maybe for you.
But you're 6'5". He's 5'10".
That doesn't matter. But do you see what he's living with? Is that voice you're saying? That's the voice in his head that you have to eliminate. Because look, I'm gonna tell you something about Kathleen.
If there were a woman
hottish. And never be afraid to bring a bitch's self-esteem down and match yours, nigga. Never. You walk up to her and say something so outlandishly like, you are beautiful except for your nostrils. They're funny looking. What? And then what about all she's gonna say is you fat this, fat that. You've heard that many a times, nigga. You probably
I'm sorry.
You probably can eat pussy. Are you a good pussy eater?
Oh, I'm the pro.
Nigga, listen, man. You don't have to have a fucking problem. I'm telling you. You do not act like they're doing you a favor, dude. Don't act like they're doing you a fucking favor.
He sounds like he could close the deal. If he's already confident, he could close the deal. If you can get him to laugh and you can talk to him, you can close the deal.
All right, what's the final advice you got to give to him?
So see, you got Patrice O'Neal teaching y'all the art of negging the shit out of the bitch. The biatch. Let me stop. You know how you gotta neg people sometimes. It takes their confidence down a taste. But what it is, it's a veiled compliment. It's like it's a step forward. It's a step back, but it's a step. And it leaves the host or the person that you're giving it to. Number one, it brings them. It doesn't necessarily bring them down to your level. You can actually use them back to back, but don't use them no more than 3 times, and spread them out a little bit. Because giving out a compliment like that puts you in an authoritative position, and it's kind of establishing that you're giving out the value in that situation. So basically, you have more frame control. But if you don't know what I'm talking about, just figure it out. Yeah, it's better. It's better. It's way better when it's subtle. You know, not in front of a crowd or anything. The dating game gets funner and funner when you really get into it, man.
Kathleen. Besides fucking lose weight, you short fat bastard.
Well, I mean,
how would he fuck you?
Come on.
How would this guy
I'm
fuck
sorry. You're 5'10" and how much do you weigh?
you? He told you, bitch. See, Kathleen's like a dude. Kathleen's like, I ain't giving this fat motherfucker no pussy. Fuck that. But you gotta understand, Kathleen is. She's cute enough. I bet you in her heyday, she was dynamic. But now, look, man. Look, she's like.
Yeah, like you think I should fuck a fat guy.
No, I'm not saying. I'm saying Kathleen's like you ever had an old Air Force One, you cleaned it up?
No, I mean listen, this isn't about me. This poor guy, this guy wants to have a relationship.
You just called him a short fat motherfucker.
Yeah,
now he's a poor guy.
I can't see him.
Dude, do you hear
now?
Okay, I'm glad you're talking like this.
No, I mean
now, wait,
no
offense, now,
Kat,
you do mean offense. Yes, he does, nigga. Listen. What do you when she's talking, right? In your gut, he's
a nice guy. I want to see him get into a relationship.
In your gut,
he doesn't want to get fucked.
Hold on a second. Hold on. Wait a minute. In your gut, dude, when you hear her talk, when you hear that voice in your head, it's in your own head, and now she's actually being that voice over the radio. What's your gut? What do you want to say to that when you hear that voice?
I want to say my dick's doing a turtle head from that voice.
What is that? Oh, going in?
Yes.
You know what?
Fucking with his self-esteem.
Now, let me ask you this. When you hear that voice in your head, and when you hear that voice, and I'm not saying how like kind of her voice is. I'm saying what she's saying to you when you hear those words. What's the immediate thing?
Am I offending you?
What goes through your head? What goes through your gut that you really want to say? Not to her in general, not to Kathleen in general, but to that voice that makes you think you got to buy pussy.
God damn, that's a good question. I mean, number one, I know you're not offending me, Kathleen. If I was offended, I wouldn't have called. But, God, that's a good fucking question.
How about, are you thinking you're not good enough?
Yeah, you're right, Dante. I guess I am.
But you know what, though, Kathleen? Look, there's a reality to what she's saying. If you're a little short fatso, confidence is going to help you on a certain level. But if you're shooting out of your league, you're going to most times get shot down. Like I know how I look at chicks, and I don't care how confident a fat chick is or how interesting she is. She's a fatso with a great personality, and I have no sexual desire.
That's
exactly.
Just because you're a dude,
intelligent guy.
He
sounds reflective. He's got a lot going for him. I'm just saying.
And you got to understand the nature of a woman. They will now she's different. Kathleen is different.
Yeah.
But most women will fucking genuinely be attracted to something other than like a fucking 5'10", 300-pound bitch.
Yeah.
She's in deep shit. Yeah. You understand? She's a fetish. Unless you're into fetishes, but a fat guy is never a fetish to a woman.
Yeah.
She's like, I love you. Women love us for who we are, dude. And you have to just be. You have to, like I say, my self-esteem is so low that it's high. You have to fucking bring everybody down with you. Not by saying, hey, you're a fucked up motherfucker, this and that. Don't listen to her. Don't listen. Do you hear this? Nice guys finish how, nigga? 41 without a girlfriend. You trust me.
41 on a Saturday night listening to your ass.
Exactly, nigga. Trust me. I was the fat guy who wrote poems. I said, you're the greatest. Hey, you want to walk to the store with me? I'll buy you. I was that guy because I thought I had to be until I said the word bitch, which freed me. Once I started learning how to say bitch, it freed me up because I say it righteously. Motherfuckers wonder, how does Patrice call a girl bitch all the time and they never smack them? It's because I used to be the guy that goes, well, shut up, bitch. And she'll go, whack. I'm getting my brother to fuck you up. Wait a minute. And then I said, bitch, shut the fuck up, bitch. And she was, why I get my brother? Get your brother. You still a bitch, ho. It's what I want it to be.
You know, here, like you know how like you'll have a fat girl will lose weight, but she still has fat girl mentality. She's still a loser.
Right.
You don't get that with a guy. If a guy loses weight, he's no longer a fat guy. If he ain't a fat guy, he's a cocky son of a bitch trying to and he's exercising his newfound power to get bitches. That's the bottom line. So you got to do what you got to do to make you feel confident.
All right, Frank, man. Good luck.
All right, so I guess it drew my point home because you guys can see how it was a different day and age where dudes would ask for dating advice. You don't really hear too much of that going on in the manosphere, even if it's a guy in his situation. You know? And the only girls, I will say this before Nola Girl, and we're going to show Nola Girl. And Marco brought something to my attention, and I got that clip. I'm going to run it for you, Marco. Let me throw Nola Girl real quick because I want to make a example. But hold on. Okay. Wow, this is actually interesting. Hold on, let me my Bernard Riley interview came up, which is cool. Hold on, let me do another one. Two. All right. You gotta check that out. Hold on. Before Nola Girl, only women that was average looking or whatever that you would see making videos like that, and wow, she's at 100K. Wow, easily. Were radio jocks. Look at Kendra G, radio jock. Look at Angela Yee, radio jock. That's doing podcasting. Look at all the radio jocks that were women. The woman that got cursed out by Cat Williams about his suit. Radio jocks. It wasn't regular, random, average women running out here doing it. But this lady right here did it before them all. This predates a Jessica. This predates, oh yeah, this woman right here predates a lot of shit. Oh, I like her background. That's actually fucking fire. And this is after the reason why she didn't last in the space, white manosphere got rid of her. The black manosphere kind of took her in, but it wasn't really established. But white manosphere kicked her out. They learned their lesson before Pearl because they found out she was dealing with a black man. She got videos dating back to 6 years ago. So check this out.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl back for another video. So this video is going to be a chit chat video, and I will be talking about the same topic that I've been on for the past couple of days, something that I talk about quite a bit, and that's feminism. My past two videos that I just uploaded past couple of days, Men Going Their Own Way and Where Have All the Good Men Gone, generated quite a few comments. I tried to read through as many as I could, and I want to tell, anyone that's been respectful, whether you agree or whether you disagree, I appreciate that. unfortunately, there's a lot of people that were being extremely disrespectful. And, you know, I mean, I guess it is what it is. I mean, that's the risk I take doing these videos, you know, putting my opinions out there. You got to have thick skin. So, but some people are just extremely disrespectful and rude. But like I said, that's just how it is dealing with people these days. Some people, they could just be asses. But for all of you that's been respectful, watching my videos and giving me thumbs up, I really appreciate it. It's nice to know that there's other people out there that agree with me on my opinions, because I'm going to be honest with you. Sometimes it gets really lonely these days because I don't have any female friends. Every female friend I've ever had has hurt me in some form. Feminism doesn't just hurt men. I see a lot of men in the comments how disgusted they are with women, and you know, they've basically said women, the only reason, you know, the only thing a woman is good for anymore is just sex, and that's it. No relationship, no marriage, no this, no that.
Baby girls, I think you running into trouble. You running into good trouble because your country. That's what I think is going on.
But the thing is, feminism hurts me too. Because of the way women are now, I can't have female friends. I've had so many female friendships, and I always end up getting hurt. I get stabbed in the back, talked about. They try to sabotage me. They're jealous of me. You know, I could just, the list goes on.
Yeah, but girl, if I didn't know any better, I'd think your boyfriend's black. Oops.
And on, but it's always ended bad. So I'm very, very distrustful of female friends. So I stay to myself. I mean, I'd say my best friend is my husband and children, but it would be nice to have female friends to go to a movie with, or go out to eat, go on play dates with the kids. But I'm weary of them. You know, I just get nervous opening up to other females. So I've had a lot of female acquaintances where I put on a facade that, you know, I'm cool with them, you know.
So that's what she was talking about more than 6 years ago. You know? So you can see why the brother's taking a liking, you know, to NOLA girl. And she's from the NOLA, obviously. All right. Check this out. This is a scale that we could throw into the mix. Thank you, Marco. This is a scale that has yet to be explored in this space, but we talk about it all the time. So let's check it out. Into Savoy, love systems, and real social dynamics.
This is the universal hot crazy matrix.
We're on the avenue of fuck around and find out. Let's go.
Everything a young man needs to know.
Know
about women. I've developed this on my own over 46 years of living on the earth. So this is how it works. You have your crazy axis and your hot axis. Hot is, as usual, measured from 0 to 10. We're all familiar with that. Crazy is measured from 4 to 10 because, of course, there's no such thing as a woman who's not at least a 4 crazy. So you got 4 to 10. This is your hot crazy line right here. Very important that you keep in mind where the hot crazy line is. As a rule, this is your no-go zone. We do not hang around and date and marry women who are not, at least in our mind, a 5. So this is your no-go zone. You don't go here. We just rule this out. Life is better this way. That's the way it is. All right. Above a 5 and to about an 8 and below the crazy line, this is your fun zone. You can hang out here and meet these girls and spend time with them. That's your fun zone. But keep in mind, when you're in the fun zone, you want to move out of the fun zone to a more permanent location. Okay, so that's the fun zone above a 5, hot, below an 8, hot, and below the crazy line. This means these are most of the time not crazy. Okay, above the danger zone, above the crazy line, we have the danger.
Danger zone. That's your man's favorite sound clip. Shout outs to everybody here. 2 hours and 37 minutes into this masterpiece of a podcast. Make sure you guys hit the like button on the way in and subscribe. Let's get the likes up. Let's get the support up. Shout outs to everybody in the building. Make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe. To subscribe to the show, you can support the show via Cash App. That's PTV888. That is PTV 888. You can also support the show via PayPal, Pay a Player. That's PayPal/Kuda8. That's PayPal.com/Kuda8. Or you can utilize the super chat. So now you got crazy, you got hot, you got the fun zone, and then you got the danger zone. Welcome to the danger zone.
Your zone. This is your redheads, your strippers, anyone named Tiffany. This is hairdressers. This is where your car gets keyed. You get a bunny in the pot. Your tires get slashed, and you wind up in jail. Now that we have some.
Wait. Whoa. Bunny in the pot. I don't even think I want to know what that is, man.
The chart fell down. We got a couple more pieces to put in, but at this point, understand something. This is not a static environment. This is a situation where you have got to use this matrix over time to develop some reliable data. It's like a dope chart, okay? Because at any moment in time, any woman that you have previously located on this chart can vanish from that location and appear anywhere else on the chart. So what you have to do is over time collect some data. And once you have a cluster of data points, you can begin to consider that reliable. Now, moving on, you have this zone here. This is below the crazy line, above an 8 hot, but still, about a 7 crazy. This is your date zone. You can stay in the date zone indefinitely. These are women that you introduce to your friends and your family. They're good looking and they're reasonably not crazy most of the time. Okay, so you can stay here indefinitely. Now, above an 8 hot and between about a 7 and a 5 crazy, this is your wife zone. Okay, when you meet this girl, you should consider a long-term relationship. This zone is not scaled to size. This is a representation and not an actual. This is not a pie chart showing you how many of these people are out there. This is simply a representation of what you're after. You want to be 5 to 7 crazy above an 8 hot. That's your wife zone. Okay. Now, below a 5 crazy and above an 8 hot, this is your unicorn zone. These things don't exist. If you find a unicorn, please capture it safely, keep it alive. We'd like to study it and maybe look at how to replicate that. Okay. So I was explaining this to a guy one time, and he said, wait a minute. I met this girl, and she's like smoking hot. She's like at least a 9, and she's chill. She's totally cool. She's like not even a 3 crazy. I said, you're telling me you've met a girl, she's a 9 hot, and she's like a 2 or a 3 crazy. He said, yeah, man, I like her a lot. I said, you should be careful. That's a dude. You're talking to a tranny. So you got to be careful, because down here below a 4 crazy and above an 8 hot, you're probably talking to a dude. That is the universal hot crazy matrix.
All right, Dana, that was pretty good. Now, let me ask you, like, for the women watching, is there a male version of that? I mean, would it also be?
Oh yeah, it's a little simpler.
If a dude is super hot, okay.
Yeah, it's a little simpler, but we can do it real quick. It doesn't take very long at all. For women, this is your matrix. You got your cute axis, and you got your money axis. Okay, and if you have, there's only 3 sections. Women have a very large no-go zone. This is for dudes who are neither hot nor have a lot of money. You'll notice over here, this is the husband section. Once you cross a line and have sufficient amounts of money, it is no longer relevant how hot you are. And then women have a fun zone here where a dude is broke but hot. That is the cute versus rich matrix for women's use.
There you
So this is the universal hot crazy matrix. It's everything a young man needs to know about women. I've developed this on my own over 46 years of living on the earth. So this is how it works.
Ladies, a new store has opened up in New York City, and it is the husband store. And if you want a husband, you can go there and shop for one. Now, there are some guidelines to shopping at this store. There are 6 floors in the store. Once you visit a floor and leave that floor and go to the next floor, you can't go back down. So there's none of this like looking at all the merchandise and then deciding what you want. So a woman went to the husband store, and on the first floor, the sign read, "These men have jobs." She thought, wow, a man with a job. That would be really good. She thought about it, but she thought, well, I have to see what's on the second floor. So she went to the second floor. These men have jobs and they love kids. She thought, wow, this is getting sweeter by the minute. But she had to see what was on the third floor. These men have jobs, love kids, and are extremely good looking. Well, I don't know, maybe I just better find somebody on this floor because that sounds good. But still, she felt compelled to keep looking. She went to the 4th floor where the sign read, "These men have jobs, love kids, and are drop dead good looking, and they help with the housework." Come on, ladies, now. Listen. I mean, I tell you, I've been married to my guy 50 years. 50. And he does dishes. He does laundry. He gets the bed ready at night. And he plays all the golf he wants to. She thought, wow, jobs, loves kids, good looking, helps with the housework. Oh, mercy me, she thought I can hardly stand it. And yet she had to go see what was on the 5th floor. These men have jobs, love kids, are drop dead gorgeous. Excuse me, I'm having a little voice issue here. And they have a strong romantic streak. Come on, housework and romance. But she thought, well, it keeps getting better, so I just have to find out what is on the top floor. The top floor, the sign read, "You are visitor 31,456,012 to this floor. There are no men on this floor. This floor exists solely as proof that women are impossible to please." However, to avoid gender bias, the owner thought he best put a new wives store across the street. So once again, there were 6 floors and same rules. You can only visit one floor one time. Floor number 1, man went in. This floor has wives that love sex. Floor number 2. This floor has wives that love sex and they have money. Floors 3 through 6 have never been visited. How many of you tend to worry?
All right. I just had to throw that in there for some bonus content, y'all. Had to throw that in there for some bonus content. Hold on, let's take a look at this because I haven't seen this in a minute or at all. Of Ross Jeffries teaching advanced seduction. Let's see if there's anything that we can still use today in this video.
Okay, a couple administrative points before we get into the meat of the seminar. First things first, this is not a classroom. It looks like a classroom. We have desks, we have writing instruments, we have pads, we have authority figures in front of the room. This is not a classroom. Many of you are suffering from what Mark mentioned, the disease of academic bulimia. I'm here to tell you, you cannot understand speed seduction completely unless you're out in the field doing it. You can begin your understanding here. You can begin your comprehension here. Notice I did not say memorization. There's very little room for note-taking in this seminar. I will tell you when the appropriate time is to take notes. Let me explain to you why. This is not form or est. We're not taping the doors. You know, you can get up and pee whenever you want to, need to, or just feel you'd enjoy doing so. However, too many of you are academics and you're stuck in the mindset that says, I must take notes. I must memorize. This is about comprehension. If you can comprehend what I'm saying, if you can understand, then you don't need to memorize. If you understand here in the room, then you don't really need to take any kind of comprehensive notes. If you take notes and don't understand, chances are you won't understand when you get home and read the notes either. Does that make sense? You can begin to comprehend speed seduction in this room, and that's what I want to do with you guys this weekend. I want to start you out on getting some of the skill and what you need to do to teach yourselves.
I'll only date a guy if he makes 6 figures. No, 7 figures. Because of inflation.
Yeah, because of inflammation.
Yeah, and he has to be over 6 feet tall. No, 7 feet tall. Because of inflation.
Yeah.
And he needs to be okay with me having an OnlyFans. 2 OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Because of inflation.
This stupid. This stupid.
I am not.
This stupid. This is stupid. I am smarter than the hot 18-year-old. We smart, she's stupid.
I spent my most valuable years allowing my body to be used because no one ever taught me what love is or how to respect myself. And all you can do is make fun of me for it.
You stupid. Stupid. This stupid.
Oh, God.
This stupid. Stupid. Is stupid. The stupidest of the. This stupid is so stupid.
This stupid.
This stupid. This stupid is so stupid. Leave her alone. I'm over 7 feet tall. I make 7 figures, and I do want her.
Do you have a 7-pack?
This stupid man.
However, memorization is a much exaggerated part of speed seduction. There is a role for memorizing patterns, and we will deal with patterns. I love language. I love NLP and all the other subsets of speed seduction. It's now a subset of us. I had one very famous NLPer who shall go unnamed said to me, damn, Ross, I envy your marketing. I said, well, that's because I'm providing a solution to a very important problem versus academically teaching, appealing to someone's curiosity about NLP. Does that make sense? Yes. So just administratively, I haven't started really rolling it. I just need to get a sense of where the room is at. How many people have never, now listen to the question, how many people here have never actually used any of the speed seduction material on a human being with female parts? You've never actually used it. That's not to say you haven't been to a seminar, you haven't read it, but how many have never actually used it? Come on, there's more than that. Be honest. I can.
As part of the home study course or in any...
In any capacity. You just have never tried using any patterning language. All right, that's honest. How many people here, this is the first exposure to the material, they've never had a home study course or been to a seminar? Raise your hand. All right. Now, let me tell you something else. I'm a little different from most traditional teachers. I'm obnoxious, rude, loud. I will do everything I can to help you guys get it. I will push you. I will scream at you. I will beg. I will plead. I will be sympathetic. I will be cruel. I will be flippant. I will be empathetic. And I can't even say the word because I don't believe in it. Fuck that. I will offend. I will annoy. I will frighten. I will overwhelm. I will confuse. How many here love linear explanations? How many people here, hold it, wait, are engineers or software programmers and they want to be told, this is A, first you do A, then you do B, then C, D, E, F, G, and now we've taken you through all the steps and here we are. How many like to learn in that way? Ha, 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 you ain't gonna get it. You've stepped into the realm of chaos. I invite you to set sail with me on the SSSS, to pull up your reality anchors, stow them away in the chain locker, hoist your jibs, although too many of you have been hoisting your jibs and that's all you've been doing. Batten down your mizzen masts and get ready to take a voyage, okay? On the love boat. Are we ready?
Yes. Yes.
Now the other thing is I need verbal feedback. I need to hear yes or no, right? So let's try. Yes.
Yes.
No.
No.
I also love questions. If you don't understand what I'm saying, don't talk to me during the breaks. I need the breaks. I need the breaks to reconstitute and build my energy back up. Please leave me alone during the breaks. But in seminar, ask questions. If you don't understand, now's your opportunity to get that understanding. It's vitally important. This seminar is not about demonstrating to me how much you already know, because probably what you already know is pretty wrong. This seminar is about understanding. So please, if you have questions, if I'm going past something you don't understand, raise your fucking hands, all right? If you have a challenge with what I'm saying, as long as the challenge isn't designed to prove that you're smarter than I am or that you already know what works, raise the challenge. This is not an authoritarian seminar. It's authoritative, but not authoritarian. I welcome challenges. I welcome the opportunity. And by the way, just as a demonstration that I'm not authoritarian, let me apologize to the room. I unintentionally provoke conflict between Mark and Yates. Generally, we want Mark to be able to get up on the stage 9 o'clock in the morning and start going. And the general rule is we want Yates to leave the stage so Mark can take the stage. And I very rudely told Yates, get the fuck off the stage. He naturally and quite appropriately reacted unhappily with that and turned it on Mark, and so they had a little thing. But guys, that was my fault, and I apologize to each and both of you. Never, ever trust a teacher who won't say, I was wrong. You understand? So if I can demonstrate that behavior for you in front of the room, you can go out in the world and fuck up and make some mistakes using the material. Does that make sense? Good. Okay. Now what I want to do is talk about models. I don't mean Claudia Schiffer or Elena Petrolakis or any of those other people or Gabby Reese. I want to talk about models of reality. All right. How many people here have ever studied physics? We have any physicists in the room? People who really make their living doing it? How many people have taken a physics course? Wow, isn't that interesting? You wouldn't get this in a normal seminar. All right. I want to ask you guys, who's right, Einstein or Newton? Who's right, Einstein or Newton? Okay. Einsteinian physics and Newton physics both work at a certain level of reality. I'm here to tell you guys that everything you've ever experienced with women before, all your beliefs about what you think you need to be successful with women, whatever they may be, all your previous experiences with women, the frustrations, the failures, the successes, wherever they may be, whatever you think you need whatever you think women really want, whatever you've been told women really want, think, or need, they're all real, they're all valid, they're all true, and they're also completely irrelevant. Now, how could that be possible? How is it possible that everything you believed up until the moment of walking in that door about what women want, respond to, need, is true and yet also irrelevant? Well, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. Sir Isaac Newton. Does anyone know who Sir Isaac Newton was? Okay. Somebody tell me. Who was Sir Isaac Newton? Somebody.
They credited him with discovering gravity, but he really formulated several equations that tend to help predict reality.
He formulated equations about laws of motion. For example, force equals mass times acceleration, okay? So that means that you can measure the amount of force in something by measuring its mass and how it's accelerating, correct? So you can still use Newtonian physics today, for example, to predict the trajectory of a cannonball. Is that right? Yeah. Does it work? Yeah. Now, on the other hand, there's this guy named Albert Einstein. Now, is Einsteinian physics correct? Can you use Einsteinian physics to predict certain things?
Yes.
But wait a minute, how could Einstein and Newton both be right? Because Newton is based on absolute motion, but Einstein said motion is relative, correct? Yeah. Well, who's right? They're both smart guys. Who's right? What? Depends on what level of reality you're looking at. I was talking with Brother Riker, who's my hitman on the speed seduction email list. We were talking about physics because he's a nerd and likes to talk about these things. And so am I. I love this stuff. One of the advantages of doing what I do is I get very brilliant guys to spill their guts. You take a guy who's never been laid in his life. That's not Riker. He always did okay. And suddenly he's got 5 or 6 girlfriends. He'll spill every top secret security clearance he's got. Fuck that, man. Are our friends from the federal government here today? No, they're not. Not yet. They will be. They're probably here in their own way. I noticed my belt buckle was buzzing this morning, and not in the usual fashion. So anyway, we were talking, Riker and I, and he said Newtonian physics works, but it's what's known as a special case. Newtonian physics works at a certain speed and a certain level of reality. However, when you start approaching the speeds of light, when you start approaching relativistic speeds, what happens to Newtonian physics? Say out loud, somebody, loud. It doesn't work. It starts falling apart. What happens when you look at reality at the subatomic level? What happens to Newtonian physics? Breaks down, falls apart. Okay. Guys, in the traditional dating model that you've all been brainwashed to accept as reality, everything you've experienced up to now with women is valid, true, and real. However, in the speed seduction is like Einsteinian seduction, okay? I'm very serious. It examines levels of reality that most people don't see. A Newtonian would never think to look at the subatomic level because he doesn't have the tools, correct? A Newtonian couldn't measure things that are going at relativistic speeds because he doesn't have the tools. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Part of being a good physicist is not just being able to manipulate, but also being able to observe, correct?
Yes.
So an Einsteinian would say to Isaac Newton, Sir Isaac, you're right about the level of reality that you can observe, but you're missing an entire level of reality. You're missing the level of reality that takes place at relativistic speeds, and you're missing the level of reality that takes place at the subatomic world. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. You guys, everything you've experienced up with women up to now is all true, real, and valid. It's complete.
Oh my God. In other words, you're missing game. Get you some game. 3 hours into the podcast. Make sure you guys hit the like button on the way in. Subscribe and hit the bell as well. Let's go. Let's get it.
Completely irrelevant, because we're going to take you into the Einsteinian realm. We're going to teach you some things. Now, listen to me. To be a good Einsteinian seducer, a good speed seducer, you also need to learn what to observe. You need to learn to observe what to other men will remain an invisible world. If you can't observe something, then you can't comprehend it. If you can't comprehend it, you can't direct or manipulate it. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yes? So listen to me. A huge chunk of speed seduction has nothing to do with the memorized patterns you spout. It has to do with developing a different set of eyes, a different set of ears, and a different way to look for what's important. Does that make sense? Does it make sense to everybody?
Yes.
Now, every one of you can look at a beautiful woman and go, wow, I feel turned on and horny, okay? That observation is not speed seduction. That observation is male biology, all right? If you want to model someone, you need to also ignore the same things they ignore. Really good speed seducers ignore their own internal states of lust. They'll pay attention to it for a moment, but then they turn it off. Because if you're busy lusting inside your body, are you paying attention to the woman?
No.
Who are you paying attention to? You getting this? You've got to stop paying attention to yourself and instead learn to turn your focus outward to the woman and really begin to comprehend her. Women ask me what I do for a living, and I always know I got them there. I go, I teach charisma enhancement for men. And immediately I get this look, what? I say, I teach charisma enhancement for men. They go, well, how do you do that? I said, well, the first thing I do is I teach men what to ignore. And they said, what are you talking about? They ignore us all the time anyway. I said, yes, that's the point. I say the first thing I teach men to ignore is their own internal responses of lust. Now, lust is great, guys. I am a lusty pervert, a man gifted with the glands of a goat. I am as horny as they come. And when it first comes to getting to know a woman, I get that for a second, then I turn it off completely. Well, yes, sir.
You got to learn to ignore states of fear too, right?
Yes, right. Because fear and lust, what do fear and lust both have in common? All you biochemists, please don't tell me the adrenal cortical, all that stuff. What do fear and lust have in common?
It shuts off your thinking.
It shuts off your thinking. And who are you paying attention to? Yourself, exactly. Fear, lust, these are all states where you're paying attention to yourself. Now, I tell women I teach charisma enhancement for men, and what that means is the first thing I teach men to do is to ignore their initial responses of lust, to get it for a second and then turn it off. Because if you're looking at her and the only thing you're seeing are breasts, legs, a butt, a beautiful pouting blowjob lips. By the way, thank you, God, for creating all that about women. That's all great. But what are you learning about her that you can use? Zero, zilch, niched, nada. Not a fucking thing. It doesn't tell you anything about who that person is. The irony is, if you will set aside your internal responses of lust, fear, and get into a state of clarity and fun and genuine deep-level curiosity about that person, they will then tell you everything you need to seduce them. Who likes linear A, B, C, D, E, F, G? Learn to get into these states, and they will tell you exactly what you need to say and do. All right? Yes. Does that make sense? Now, are there important roles for memorized pattern language? Yes. Memorized pattern language can greatly assist you in taking the responses they give you and amping them up to massive levels. Does that make sense?
Yes.
But you're sitting there completely not getting any of this, so let's talk. What's the problem? Yeah, you. Breathe. Relax. What would you like to learn? Because you're not, are you getting this?
Yes.
But questions are rewarded.
How do you turn down like fear?
That's an excellent question. We're going to teach you to do that. Okay. See, he asked the question so he gets cash because I don't have condoms. All right. That's $10. All right. Buy yourself lunch. You're the only one who will ever get money from me in this weekend. All right. I mean it, guys. Ask questions. Oh, that hurt. Okay. Okay. Here, come up here. What's your name?
Visvas.
All right. We're going to start picking on people right away. Get up here. I don't teach traditionally, but that's the joy of doing this. I always think every morning before the first day I go, am I really going to get up there and do this fucking thing? Sit down. All right. Your question was, how do you learn to ignore fear? Okay. Well, a good part of that is learning to breathe. Right now, you're breathing from here, right? Breathe from here. Look, breathe from here. Just, and imagine all the tension you have is draining down through your arms, through your fingertips. So it's pointing through your fingertips, and point your fingertips towards the ground. Look up and just breathe Relax from there. Now, do you feel fearful? No, just relax. See? Now here's what I want you to do next. Now as you're in that state, I want you to look peripherally. Defocus your vision and notice the movement of this hand. Okay, and notice also what's on that side of the room. Defocus your vision and look peripherally. You got it? Now try to feel afraid as you breathe steadily and keep your vision peripheral. Try to feel nervous about being in front of the room. Can you do it? Not really. That's right. Okay, that was simple. The first step you take in learning to get rid of fear or lust is to learn to control your physiology. See, too many of you guys are walking around and you're only alive from here. Okay? That's it. You're disconnected with a huge percentage of your power. Part of the seminar is we're going to teach you to get into the right physiology to be a grounded human being who actually walks through the world with power. Now, if I walked around just being nothing but a floating head, I'd feel floaty too, right? Now stand up. I'm going to show you something real simple. Look at me. Okay, look at me. This is wrong. This is wrong too. But what I want you to do is take your pelvis in so your pelvis is like directly under your shoulders. Can you do that? You got it. Now watch. Look at me. I just want you to put your knees shoulder length apart, point your toes forward, and just look at me first and go. Just drop down. If you drop down, imagine you've got a ruler, a line connecting this into the ground. You get it? Like a line. Look at me. Look straight ahead and go. Good. Do it again. Now, from there, try and feel like a floating head. Try and feel nervous. Try and feel afraid. You can't. Right. Okay. Now, that wasn't hard, was it? Okay. Any sufficiently developed technology is indistinguishable from magic. This is very simple. But if you learn to walk around, now he already looks different. Look at the room. Okay. You ever been in front of a room before and talked? Just in college. Okay. So it's not that big a deal. They're just humans. Unless you see them as big, giant, floating, glowing heads with teeth in it. Let's sit down. All right. No, see. He got money and I helped him. Stop. He got money and I helped him. So if you're having a problem or a challenge, please. How many have ever been to other kinds of seminars? How many have ever been to like LifeSpring or EST or any of those other, or Forum or any of that other bullshit, or Justin Sterling or any of those other people? Okay. I don't do that kind of stuff. I want questions. I want challenges. I'm not here to prove to you how smart I am. I already know that. Okay. I'm here to help. Okay. Does this make sense so far? Okay. So let's talk about speed seduction as a model.
I wonder if it's the same model that I use, which is the progression model that came from Nick Savoy. Maybe Nick Savoy probably what's the word I'm looking for? He probably enhanced the model that Ross Jeffries was going to talk about. So if you guys notice, he used a lot of psychology and he used a lot of hypnosis. Which is usable. I mean, I know it kind of seems funny for a natural and a guy that doesn't know the importance of using those tactics to get women, because you're not just getting one, you're getting a bunch of them. But the majority of the people will never ever learn all of that shit, much less apply it correctly or use it correctly. So even pickup artists of yesteryear, I wouldn't necessarily say that they scammed people, but they did know a good amount of the guys weren't going to get it or dropped out, or maybe they might get a girl or two, or not even. Some guys found success and then got married. It's like doesn't change that they're one BJ away from marriage or whatever. So that's the thing. Some guys went on to become husbands or divorced. majority of them probably didn't go on to become quote unquote players, and definitely, most definitely, not as seasoned or good as Ross Jeffries or Roosh V or anybody else for that matter. Because once you get this game, it's kind of like being a rapper. You know, you get into the wherever industry you're going to get into, if you're going to be a player or if you're going to be a local guy talking to a lot of the women in your neighborhoods or whatever, right? Whatever you get yourself into. To a certain degree, you don't want to be the next Ross Jeffries or Steve the Dean, or you want to be the next you. Only you. So I know a lot of that stuff may seem foolish. But what also seems foolish is not knowing any of that shit, not having any success, and not really understanding scales, octanes, and how they work in today's internet dating market. So either all of the information and stuff that I put forward today, and the stupid shit you guys are going to be hearing around the space before Friday or have already heard, does the scales and octane works in today's internet dating market? As a guy that does and has, and just, well, I'm chilling now. I don't really call it, this is the most I've ever called it that, but practice and has game. I would tell you not to use it because it puts other people on the pedestal that may not need to be on the pedestal. And it makes you adjust your speech, maybe, and demeanor in the wrong way if you're using a scale of 1 to 10 and don't really understand it, or placements, or got something wrong. And if you do use a scale, I would say use a scale of 1 to 30 if you understand what it is and how it works, which you can just learn on YouTube. But my answer is to just not use a scale at all, at least for a good minute, or for the majority. You can if you want to, if you're going to use it as a tool to get your mind right. But as a majority of the majority of what you're going through, you don't need no damn scale. Either you're attracted to that person or not, and semi kind of have a one size hat fits all until you feel that that person deserves any type of special attention from you. That way, you're not selling yourself short, and that way, you may never know. You may find yourself a cheerleader. You may find yourself someone that's for you. You know? But you got to make sure that, to a certain degree, you're put together so that if, quote unquote, one or the one or a couple of them, depending on how much you fucking up, or if you have a stable, or if you have a couple of girlfriends spread out or whatever, you're not going to mess it up when you meet the one that's actually really for you. Kind of should be on the same level, or at least getting up out the game. You know, it'd be fucked up for you to be going through a delayed player phase or a delayed stage where you just really in the years you should be thinking about maybe chilling out a little bit, not completely settling down, but go sit down for a little bit, chill out for a little bit. It'll be messed up in those years if you really run into the right chick, but you stuck on being player man and really miss out on a life partner. Because just as much as you see a lot of women going through it, there's a couple of guys that's going through it also. But guess what? 2 men will go through it. a man that's had a lifetime of women and the one that doesn't. But at least the man that has a lifetime of women has the skills and the tools to get another woman at some point or whatever, if he's not too beat up in the game at that point. So it goes back to it's better to love and lost than never loved before. But even in this new manosphere that's coming in, that's bringing in all these taboo talking points that we've been over before 2018, they're going to repackage it and repurpose it and try to hash out these conversations that already have the answers to them. Had this space had been smart enough to create a platform where people can sit there and listen and understand that these conversations have been talked about, and even the audience could actually move the chains a little bit faster or direct them to older videos, or if not, get the people that are still active today to talk about it in grave detail since they care about it so much. But delusion makes a lot of money and the truth really doesn't. Sometimes the buck stops when the truth starts. And truthfully, a lot of people are just lost. So it's making me think different. What rabbit hole are they going down other than Kevin Samuels and other people to find Red Pill of today? Don't really have to go down the rabbit hole now. So that means your new people are going to just be trying to really preach the blue pill back to you at some point. Cynical said, I'd rather have never lived at all instead of losing a love. Really? Let me find out you love that deep. But anyway, y'all, I want to keep this nice, short, and sweet, even though it's 3 hours and 18 minutes, 19 minutes now that we've been streaming. We're going to come back later on today. I'm about to get up out of the building. Let's get the likes up. Make sure you guys share. And we got another show coming within the next 2 hours. It's Player Talk Radio. Shout outs to everybody in the building. Shout outs to all the supporters. Thank you so much. You guys make the world go round. Shout outs to everybody that hit the like button, shared, and subscribed. We will be back. It's Player Talk Radio. Love is really gone. Let's get it. Let's go.
Stay together all the way. to stay together all the way. Love would seem to be the cause of my tone. We never really knew the changes life could take her through. Can't you see I'm trying to get through? Can't you feel my heart is ready to be parted? Love is really cold. Love is really Money talk to me. Money talk to me. This nigga can't talk to me. Diamonds on me, yeah. You not in for me. We got in with shots. You walk in with clickies. Diamonds on me, yeah. You not in for me. We got in with shots. You walk in with clickies. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Clickies. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up.
I'll only date a guy if he makes 6 figures. No, 7 figures. Because of inflation.
Yeah,
because of inflammation. Yeah, and he has to be over 6 feet tall. No, 7 feet tall. Because of inflation.
Yes.
And he needs to be okay with me having an OnlyFans. 2 OnlyFans.
Yes.
Because of inflation.
This stupid. This stupid.
I am not.
This stupid. This is stupid. I am smarter than the hot 18-year-old. We're smart, they're stupid.
I spent my most valuable years allowing my body to be used because no one ever taught me what love is or how to respect myself. And all you can do is make fun of me for it.
You stupid. Stupid.
Oh, God.
This stupid. 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 The stupidest of the. This stupid is so stupid.
This stupid.
This stupid. This stupid is so stupid. Leave her alone. I'm over 7 feet tall. I make 7 figures, and I do want her.
Do you have a 7-pack?
This stupid.